Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back here on the Brazos here at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark as the Texas Tech Red Raiders visit the Baylor Bears to wrap up this 3-game series here. My name is Iker, Estrada, joined by Owen, Carson today, so I'm not alone on this one. As mentioned, the Texas Tech Red Raiders are playing their third game against the Baylor Bears. Yesterday was a doubleheader, as the first game on Friday was postponed due to inclement weather. Baylor won the first game 8-1, followed by a 10-9 victory over the Red Raiders. So the Raiders now have officially lost 6 straight Big 12 Conference series, dating back a while. And the Bears pick up a 3-game winning streak after going on a 6-game losing streak dating back to the second game of the TCU series. Owen, what are we seeing here today between Tech and the Baylor Bears?
I mean, something that I've really noticed is what the pitching matchups are going to bring us today. Firstly, for Baylor on the mound is going to be Ethan Calder. He's a senior who, so far on his year, looks pretty similar to his last junior year. He's 3 for 5 this year with 43 strikeouts, 12 walks. He has 54 innings pitched, 4.77 ERA. That's a lot of numbers. But basically for Ethan, what I'm looking for today is his ability to control the mound, control the balls, control the strikes, because I think Baylor will be looking to complete a sweep, keep some momentum going into the final week of the season. If you look back at Calder's junior year, he had 73 innings pitched, 64 strikeouts, 18 walks, all stuff that he's on line for, but I think he'd like to improve his stats a little bit to show improvement as he moves to that next level. For Tech, it's Donovan Becerra on the mound. He's coming from New Mexico Junior College, so this is his first year in D1 ball at New Mexico Junior College. He was a good ball player. He had a 6 for 2 ERA, 4.31, 6 for 2 win-loss, 4.31 ERA, 78 strikeouts. So you can see why this guy was called up to the big leagues, but now he's really struggling. He has an 11.57 ERA, 15 earned runs, 14 walks compared to 12 strikeouts is not a stat you want to have. Clearly this guy has struggled on the mound, but I look for him to play a little bit more freely today. He has nothing to lose, and try and forget about the pressure or all the eyes from both Baylor fans and his coaches watching, but really pay attention to his own fundamentals, trust in himself, knowing that he can do this and he can produce at a high level.
Yeah, as mentioned, Becerra, with a struggling season, is not the great matchup for Texas Tech today, as yesterday it was Texas Tech's pitching that costed them a lot of the runs and both games, I would say, as Baylor was just seemed to hit around all the pitchers, not just the starters, but also the bullpen. Tice Armstrong had 2 total home runs yesterday, 1 in each game. Ty Johnson had a great game himself. You know, and the Texas Tech lineup, really good lineup. Most, if not all, the hitters there are batting well over 300. They've got 2 prospects looking to go to the MLB, in Caden Ferraro and Logan Hughes. But I also mentioned the Baylor pitching has been fantastic. Lucas Davenport had a complete game yesterday with 11 Ks. Zach Wallace had, I believe, 6 Ks in his 6-inning outing yesterday. Thing to watch there, though, for Baylor is their bullpen. Their bullpen, as soon as they started going in on that second game, Texas Tech bats started to liven up and heat up as they had 7 unanswered runs, going from a 10-2 deficit to an almost comeback there in the 9th inning, but officially dropping at 10-9.
Yeah, I mean, Baylor should have an opportunity to get the bats going today. They're going to be able to get pitches that they'll be able to hit. The question will be if they can turn on them, because if their bats go cold, Texas Tech's going to be able to stay in this ballgame. And as we saw last night with a 1-run difference, if you allow Tech to stay in the ballgame even a little bit, they'll take advantage.
Yeah, so Baylor's got to focus on that. We'll be right back, actually, with players to watch from Owen Carson. So stick with us here on Baylor Lariat Radio as we'll be right back here for the rest of this game.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Welcome back here on Baylor Lariat Radio for the pregame between the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Baylor Bears here at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. So we talked about the lineups for Texas Tech, and we talked about the great pitching that Baylor has. Oh, and who are two players or a couple players in mind that are going to really have to stand out for you in today's game?
Personally, for Texas Tech, one guy that stuck out to me was Tracer Lopez. He's a senior batting second today, and I think his leadership will be super important. Tech, not winning a Big 12 series for now 6 straight is kind of rough. It's going to decrease the momentum, decrease the chemistry, and so I expect that senior to try and get off to a hot start, lead his guys, build back the energy because, as we know, Tech could use some of that. For Baylor, I'm looking at Brady Janusek, the freshman batting third today. He's already having a great year as a freshman, somebody that hopefully will stay at Baylor and be able to continue his dominance. But today, after all winning the series, it's a beautiful day for baseball. I think he'll come out swinging and absolutely just try and crush the ball, which could lead to an 0-for-4 game, or he could be 4-for-4 with a cycle or a couple home runs. Either way is possible, but I'm thinking the latter. I think we'll have a good game today.
Yeah, today's a beautiful day for some baseball, some mild winds. The fans are out and about. We're ready to have a good day, so stick with us here on Baylor Lariat Radio as we'll be right back with First Pitch.
Hey Bears! Are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Welcome back here on Baylor Lariat Radio. I'm Iker Estrada, joined by Owen Carson. It's baseball time here in Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. The Texas Tech Red Raiders face the Baylor Bears. Tech looking to win today to avoid the sweep, as they've already lost the series. Meanwhile, Mitch Thompson and company looking to have another splendid day on the mound and in the batter's box to complete the sweep and extend their winning streak to 4. Should be a good day for baseball today.
I looked at my broom in my closet this morning, Iker, as I was getting ready for this game, and I'm like, ooh, it would just be the most special thing to be able to complete a sweep on these Red Raiders. For the Bears, they're wearing their gold uniforms today, and as you know, one of my favorite stats, they're 8-3 in these gold uniforms, trying to make it 9-3 today, which I would say if I were a betting man, which I'm not, it's very possible that that could happen today.
I am a betting man, so I would bet money on that if I could, but I don't. So,
Smart man.
bosses, I did not bet on this game. I'm just making commentary. Yeah.
Check the call sheet app.
Check the call sheet app. Sponsorship, please, anyone?
Hey, that $25 free that you get when somebody uses your code, that's pretty special.
That's pretty special.
That's how you get them addicted.
Talking about records, the Baylor Bears are sitting at a nice, comfortable 25-21. Meanwhile, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, under 500, sitting at 22-24. Baylor's trying to get a nice little push to end the season here, going into the postseason. Hopefully they can make some kind of run with their dominant pitching they've had lately here. For the Texas Tech Red Raiders, they're going to be led off by Kyler Thompson, followed by Tracer Lopez, Connor Schaus, cleanup Logan Hughes, followed by Lincoln Garcia, Caden Ferraro, Matt Quintanar, Jace Souza, and Coleman Ryan. On the mound for the Baylor Bears, as mentioned, Ethan Calder. Should be a good matchup here today. A lot of Baylor fans, a lot of Red Raider fans. Everyone's out and about for a sunny day on a Sunday.
I mean, can you ask for a better day of baseball? 78 and sunny.
It's pretty nice.
The weather we've gotten recently has been pretty crappy, so I will take this.
Yeah, we will take this. And game is underway as the first pitch by Ethan Calder is called ball. If you joined us yesterday or watched the games on the ESPN here in Waco, you would know Kyler Thompson was the man who really started that comeback in the second game for Texas Tech that just fell short as they lost 10-9, losing the series. That second pitch is a called strike. It's Kyler Thompson looking at a 1-1 count now here early.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams keep their energy up, both within the bullpen and in the lineup. Playing a doubleheader yesterday is a lot of baseball to play, and to have to come back pretty much 24 hours later and play another game, it's going to be rough.
That third pitch was in there for a strike. So 1-2 count. The delivery swung on, as that's going to drop in center field. That'll be a single for Kyler Thompson here to lead off the Texas Tech Red Raiders. The defense for Baylor, J.J. Kennett is catching with Tice Armstrong at first, Pearson Reebok at second, Sanders at short, and Cole Lankloss at third. And from left to right, we have Dylan Perez, Ty Johnson, and Brady Janusek.
Yeah, that last pitch from Calder just hung up in the zone, and Thompson for the Red Raiders was absolutely able to get a hold on that for a line drive single to start us off.
Calder's in there for first pitch strike to Tracer Lopez.
Lopez is who I'm watching for today. He's already got a runner on for him. Left-handed versus left-handed pitcher. See if he can take something.
There's another pick opportunity or attempt, excuse me, by Ethan Calder here early to no avail. Thompson is safe at first. Calder delivers. This bunted foul by Lopez. So he's looking at an 0-2 hole, talking about the bullpens for both teams. One would think that Baylor might have the advantage today, considering Lucas Davenport pitched a complete game yesterday in the first game. But there in the last 3 innings, Baylor went into their bullpen, used about 4 pitchers, looking for an answer. Finally got their answer in Grayson Murray to strike out the last 2. Just another pick attempt. Again, unsuccessful as Thompson stays at first. But Texas Tech did use a lot of pitchers yesterday. Used 3-4 pitchers in their first game and about the same amount in the second game. So we'll see who really has a pitching advantage when it comes to the bullpens today. As that one's outside, ball 1. So Lopez stays alive, 1-2 count. Lopez also the only senior in the Texas Tech lineup today. Just trying to use his experience here to get something going, as that one's hit to Reebok. One at short. No play to first. So Baylor gets the force out at second. Lopez on at first on a fielder's choice by Pearson Reebok. Also to mention, Baylor had a handful of double plays yesterday against Texas Tech, so Tech better be vigilant when running the bases there.
Yeah, I mean, when Baylor gets up to bat, they try and steal as many bases as possible. It's not always easy for them, but right now this season, the amount of bases they're able to steal is something that their opponents will always have to look at.
That first pitch to Connor Schaus. Ball 1. He had the big 3-run homer last night that almost sent Tech into a tie game after being down 10-2. That is ball 2 to Connor Schaus. Schaus designated hitter in the lineup today for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. The 2-0's on the way. Nope. Another pick attempt. Safe at first is Trace Lopez. So we saw this a lot from Tech yesterday as they were trying to pick off the Baylor runners, as mentioned by Owen, that they were very aggressive on the base paths yesterday. Well, it looks like Ethan Calder also trying to get his licks in, picking it on the pick attempts. So that one's fouled by Schaus over to the green hump on the third baseline. I'm sorry, the first baseline. So 2-1 count now. One on, one out.
Green hump, I feel like grass hill, large mound.
Yeah, that's probably better. I said green hump a lot yesterday, so it kind of stuck. So that one's up and away. So ball 3.
Feel like he should try and get this pitch a little low and inside. Everything has been high and away so far. If you can get it low inside, try and get a ground ball.
As there's another pick attempt, and he's safe. So I think that's, what, 3 attempts over to Lopez now? And there was one earlier to Thompson, so that's 4 pick attempts here early in the first inning. So that one swung on but fouled.
Just got under that one. He could have taken that ball deep. That was low and right down the middle.
So Ethan Calder works his way back to a full count here. 3-2. Texas Tech pitching has also had their struggles when Baylor's at a full count, so we'll see how Baylor does here at full count, as they weren't in it much yesterday. Calder looking at Lopez. Fires the payoff, as that's a check swing, but make contact with the ball, but he fouled it off, so he stays alive. Shout out to Owen Carson's brothers at Bucks for joining us here today, as they are taking up a good section over there on 102.
We love Bucks, don't we, Iker?
Bucks is amazing, honestly.
Taos,
that one's
they say.
fouled. That one's fouled off over the stadium. He stays alive for another payoff pitch. Bucks is great, especially after their singing performance. I mean, come on.
Absolute cinema, I will say. I'm excited to be a part of that for Pigskin. Get my spatula.
Gosh, I can't wait.
It's going to be a special day. You'll see me on that stage, smiling, all happy and joyous.
As the payoff, as he gets walked. So a good cat and mouse battle between Schaus and Ethan Calder, but Schaus gets the last laugh here as he walks to first. So men on first and second, 1 out. As cleanup hitter, Logan Hughes up to bat. Logan Hughes, the number 46 prospect in the MLB draft coming up. One of ESPN's top 10 dark horses for a first-round pick. Looking to do something here. Didn't have a great first game yesterday against Baylor. Picked it up a little bit in the second game as he helped that little comeback. As that first pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, looking at Hughes, he just kind of passes the eye test, right? Steps in the box, a little bit intimidating. He's a stockier guy. Just seems like he can take the ball a mile into this Brazos River.
So that one's fouled over our heads and out of the stadium. So 0-2 hole for Logan Hughes here early.
Baylor faithful are ready to go here. 2 strikes.
So that one's hit high to left field. And the play is made on a diving catch by Dylan Perez. Catches it just in foul territory. Slides in as if he is sliding into second base. Makes the catch. So Logan Hughes is put away. Gets the crowd riled up here early in the game. 2 outs, men on first and second. Lincoln Garcia, the freshman, up to bat now.
Dylan Perez, one of the freshmen that has just absolutely been great for the Bears. Hasn't gotten a lot of opportunities, but when he has, he's taken advantage. Had a walk-off hit earlier in the season. Somebody that Mitch Thompson hopefully will try and get into the lineup more as the season progresses, but also his time at Baylor progresses.
Yeah, oh, and I remember we had that call, actually.
We did indeed. That was a fun game,
That
except
was a
our audio didn't stay.
Yeah, except our audio didn't stay. I wonder whose fault that was.
Maybe the guy running the machine.
What a guy is. There's a double steal, but fouled off by Lincoln Garcia. So runners go back to their original bases. So it looks like Tech is being a little more aggressive with their base running and pitch selection here, as they weren't that aggressive yesterday, looking just to not get swept. Playing a little more for pride than they are for anything else. There's a big Red Raider fan presence here in Waco. They've made the trip from Lubbock. That one's fouled straight back by Lincoln Garcia.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. They probably skipped church to come here. Us at Baylor, we don't really like that, do we?
I'm not going to comment, as I woke up 30 minutes before coming here, so...
Okay. Sore subject, sore
Oh,
subject.
2 count now for Lincoln Garcia. As Calder fakes the pitch and turns around to Reebok in a half-hearted pick attempt to Lopez. Lopez back safely. Big leadoff for Tracer Lopez over there at second base. 2 outs, so running on anything. Calder delivers. Low for ball 1.
You know, while this doubleheader was going on for Baylor Baseball, Kentucky Derby was happening. History was made. First female jockey to ever win at the Derby. It was pretty exciting. You get to watch any of the highlights?
No.
Well then.
I'm not a huge horse racing guy. And as Lincoln Garcia swings and misses for the first strikeout, Ethan Calder. We'll be right back here on Baylor Lariat Radio for the bottom of the first inning.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Welcome back here on Baylor Lariat Radio for the bottom of the first inning. Baylor Bears had a good inning, a little lengthy inning, but no damage done. Travis Sanders here to lead off for the Baylor Bears against Donovan Becerra.
Yeah, New Mexico Junior College is where Becerra is from, and looking to finally have a good day. I mean, with at 11.5 ERA. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, and I think he'd be the first one to tell you that. So looking to change something up today.
So 1-0's away. Swung on by Sanders, fouled off.
That's a car.
Not my car, that's for sure.
Hopefully not. It's dangerous to park around this ballpark.
I don't know. Travis Sanders had himself a nice little couple games yesterday. Nothing too crazy. Led off the first game, though. I'm sorry, the second game with a triple. So see if he can rekindle that little magic there, as that one's high for ball 2.
Wouldn't that be a way to start the game? I'm feeling inside the park home run, maybe?
Well, funny thing you should say that. Travis Sanders stopped at third, but he very easily could have gone home for an inside the parker to start the game yesterday.
Really?
So he's definitely got the speed. He had a handful of stolen bases between both games as well, as that one is called ball. So a 3-1 count for Travis Sanders.
Yeah, I mean, Sanders is one of the best bag stealers here for the Baylor Bears. He's got 18 heading into this series. As you said, he added a couple this weekend, but he's leading the team, and so that's why he's batting leadoff, because if he gets on base, he's certainly a threat to steal.
Talking about getting on base, that's a called ball 4. So Sanders takes his base going to first. So a 5-pitch walk for Iker. Not a great start, but very early here on. Pearson Reebok now up to bat.
You know, his pitching coach, Becerra's probably told him one thing. He said, whatever you do, don't walk the guy, especially in 5 pitches. What did he do? He walked him. One of Baylor's biggest base threats now gets on base pretty easily.
Pearson Reebok batting a 196, but Baylor faithful know he's also got a big bat, so anything can fly as well. So that one's just outside for ball 1. So 1-0 count now facing Pearson Reebok.
Lefty versus righty matchup here. See if he can maybe pull it down the line, get an extra base hit.
So Reebok. And Travis Sanders goes for second base. He steals it. So that pitch was in there for a strike. Pearson Reebok takes it looking, and Sanders steals yet another bag for the Bears.
What was that, the second pitch of the at-bat and he was gone?
Yeah, Sanders had a decent leadoff, so that makes it now 24 stolen bases for Travis Sanders. 85.7% on the year.
He's nasty on the base pass.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Pearson Reebok. Man on second, no outs. It's looking very similar to how yesterday's first inning went. Both of them, actually. The 1-1. Swung on, big hack by Pearson Reebok, but missed it. It's 2 strikes.
You know, that ball was up high, and that's why you pitch up high, because for these batters, when they see a ball coming kind of at their letters, they think they can get their hands up there and turn on it, but then they realize they're not able to, especially with the speed of the pitch.
The 1-2. So away, strikeout for Donovan Iker. So he walks Sanders, and he has second stolen on him, but he comes back, strikes out Pearson Reebok. So 1 out here for the Raiders. The right fielder, Brady Janusek, up to bat now. Man on second, 1 out.
For me, that last pitch looked a little bit outside, but with a left-handed batter, you're going to give him probably a little bit less leeway over on that left side because you're just not blocked by anything.
So that first pitch in there to Janusek's a strike. So 0-1 early.
Brady batting third today. Somebody that I said coming into this game could have a big day. The freshman batting .305, 10 home runs and 40 RBIs. Somebody that can certainly dominate from the 3-hole.
Sanders attempting to steal third, unsuccessful. So Sanders started off that a little unconfident. Gets out at third. Not too surprised, though, as he did steal third base multiple times yesterday. He's trying his luck today. So Janusek now with a clean slate. 2 outs for the Bears. No one on.
I mean, all respect to Travis Sanders, but that wasn't close. He got caught right in the middle.
Janisek right back up the mound, bounces off of Lopez at second base and goes into shallow center field, but that's about it. So Janisek singles, keeps the Bears alive, and the big bat, number 11, the first baseman, Tice Armstrong up to bat. Now Armstrong, in both games yesterday, had a home run in each one, tallying up to 2. Both of them solo shots.
Tice is somebody you call a dog, D-A-double-G, for those of you who don't know that.
So the first pitch, low to Tice Armstrong. So ball 1.
One of the fans said he's stealing first. I thought that was pretty funny. Might have to use that.
Well, Janisek is also one of the fastest guys on this team, so he also has stolen his fair share of bases this year. As the 1-0 hit on deep left center field, back at the wall, and it's caught at the wall.
That ball was crushed.
That ball had life to go over, but center fielder Carson Thompson climbs the wall, steals the home run, and ends the inning for the Red Raiders. We'll be right back here on Baylor Lariat Radio for the top of the second inning.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Welcome back here on Baylor Lariat Radio. It's the top of the second inning. After an eventful first inning for both teams, still come away 0-0. It's Caden Farrar now up to bat for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. The other MLB prospect for the Raiders, that first pitch to him is a strike from Ethan Calder. Logan Hughes is the 46th ranked here. Caden Farrar, 100 spots of difference as he's 146 last time I checked. Still, there's 30 rounds in the MLB, so that is way over 146 players. So he will more than likely be drafted somewhere later on this summer. So he's hits this one to left field as it's curling, and Perez dives, almost catches it. It bounces away from him. That's going to give Ferraro second base. Perez almost has back-to-back top 10 Sports Center plays. Unbelievable.
Oh, that was so close. From here, our view is a little bit blocked by the stands. I thought he caught it. Said no. Man, he made a great effort on that ball.
Dylan Perez with the sliding catch, highlight reel catch in the first inning. That one would have been topped if Perez would have caught that diving catch over in deep left field.
Da-na-na, na-na-na.
Yep, Sports Center top 10.
So
exactly
close.
That would have gone. It's that first pitch to Matt Quintanar, the catcher for the Texas Tech Raiders, is a ball. So Quintanar, no outs, man on second. Tech looking to score early and score first, as that's something they were unable to do yesterday. That one's in there for a strike, just catches the corner. The 1-1. Swung on. Curling to right field, foul.
That would have scored a run.
That
was close.
That would have scored a run. Janusek was not going to get to that on time. But it slices foul. Goes over the wall and onto the grass hill down first baseline. There you go, not the green hump.
Thank you, Iker. I appreciate it. Let's get rid of the green hump. Let's do the grass hill.
No kidding. So 1-2 to Quincenar. Though I will say, I think the people who loved that grass hill yesterday were the dog owners who brought their furry little friends to the park. As that one's lines down third line.
But what are you gonna say? Oh, my kids were rolling on a green hump. No, you're gonna say my kids were rolling on a grass hill.
I mean, in my defense, that's turf, so it's technically not grass.
That's true. I've never been out there.
Me either. It looks fun. It looks
cool.
really fun.
It does.
Nice little picnic. You bring a couple sandwiches out. Looks great. So that one, little chopper to Pearson Reebok. No problem for him as he gets Quincenar out at first. But that will advance Ferraro to third base. So Jay Souza, one of the only two batters in this lineup not batting over 300 for the Raiders. Up to bat, the sophomore lefty. One out, man on third. Just looking to get this out into the outfield and score Ferraro as that first pitch is away. And it is a called ball.
Could be a big confidence booster for Jace. Able to get a run here and take the lead early on for a 190 batter could just be huge to build his confidence for himself.
So that one swung through the gap, so that will score a run. And he will get on first base safely. So for the first time in this series, the Texas Tech Red Raiders have a lead.
Now here's a guy who knows ball. I say he gets a confidence booster if he gets in the run in. Next pitch, what does he do? Gets the run in. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back.
Well, you've only got half of the problem solved. The confidence booster will not be coming until the next at bat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So Coleman Ryan, shortstop, batting in the 9 hole for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. He's batting .220 as that pick attempt unsuccessful. That was the closest one so far. So Souza safe at first, as I was mentioning. Coleman Ryan batting the 9 holes, batting .220. The other guy not batting 300, but he is a very good defensive player, as proven yesterday. Another pick attempt, back-to-back. That one not as close. Souza safe at first again.
Calder's got the left-handed pitcher has an easy access to a pickoff attempt at first, so not surprised to see him trying to do it early on here. He just has to wind up and go.
As that was fouled off the first baseline, as that's actually the first pitch seen by Coleman Ryan. So 0-1. Ryan is trying to see if he can get on base and bring up the top of the order, and Kyler Thompson, and 2 men on. Raiders lead 1-0.
Yeah, if you're Baylor, that's the last thing you want. Double play, get out of this inning, don't see the top of the order with runners in scoring position.
That one's down the middle for a strike, so 1-2.
If you're Mitch Thompson, how are you approaching this game as it progresses on? Are you trying to really get your best guys out there and go for the sweep, or are you saying, hey, if luck is on our side and we get the sweep, great. If not, we move on for bigger and better things? Because you have to think, Tech's not really a problem in the Big 12, and you've already won the series.
So that one's fouled off by Coleman Ryan over there to the grass hill. And the kid catches it in the air. Everyone celebrates that one. Well, if I'm Mitch Thompson, I mean, he has his best players out there based on how they played yesterday. So he's got his best players out there. I mean, they don't have their ace on the mound. So I guess you could say he technically is not their best players. But I think it's just play your game and just let the game come to you. As that one's sliced fair into right field. So Coleman Ryan doubles. And that'll move Souza to third. So Kyler Thompson in the top of the order for the Red Raiders now up to bat. Man on second, man on third, 1 out. Kyler Thompson's also got himself a bat. He had a home run last night in the 2nd inning, as I mentioned before.
Unfortunately for the Baylor fans out there, this is not what you wanted to see. Texas Tech has an incredible chance here to build on their lead here early.
Also the first time in the series where Tech really has some kind of life, and the Red Raider fans are actually kind of like riled up here. That one's a strike to Kyler Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a Red Raider fan, what do I have to be excited for? My quarterback just admitted to betting on his college football, so I need something to cheer.
The basketball team's pretty good.
That's true.
So that one is a big hack, but swung on and missed by Kyler Thompson. So an 0-2 hole here with Tracer Lopez on deck for the Raiders.
Just to give you an image of that swing, if you've ever played MLB The Show, that's the kind of swing where your opponent goes, oh, we got him here.
Very similar pitch, but this time Thompson keeps the bat on the shoulder, so that'll be ball one. So 1-2 count now for Thompson. The other thing Texas Tech has forward to looking is that their softball team is ranked second in the nation. But guess who upset them over the weekend? Baylor Bears. So that one swung on. Very similar swing to that miss that we were talking about. This time he made contact, but he fouls it. So he stays alive at 1-2.
The fact that Thompson was able to go down and get that ball, he almost ended up on his right knee. Still got a hold of it. Went foul, but still, that's impressive to stay alive.
So the 1-2 away. This one's low. So 2-2. Nice little cat and mouse game we got going on.
I was just going to say, Calder needs to try and go high here with the 2-2 count. I think Thompson will go right under this baseball.
2-2. That's exactly what happens. This one's popped up in the infield. And Travis Sanders makes the play at shortstop. So 2 away for the Raiders. Man on second and third. 2 outs for Tracer Lopez as he comes up to bat.
This would be huge for the Bears early if they can try and force the Red Raiders to strand 2 runners in scoring position, only keep the deficit 1 run, and would allow Calder to certainly be able to pitch a little bit more in this ball game.
And the first pitch is fouled back. So 0-1 for Lopez. Pretty decent gap out there in right center field for the lefty.
Yeah, this is a guy who puts the ball in play. Doesn't have a lot of power with only 1 home run on the year, but 370 average says he's going to get the bat on ball.
So that pitch almost hits Lopez. So 1-1.
Which I would say anything kind of middle and beyond outfield probably scores both runners.
So the second base senior waiting the 1-1 pitch. And we're going to get a mound visit for the Baylor Bears. Seems pretty early on for a mound visit. I mean, Ethan Calder, 45 pitches. He has 33 strikes, though, so his command's pretty good. Seems like the defense here for Baylor is just a little off compared to what we saw yesterday. Not necessarily a bad day pitching for Calder. It's just good day right now so far for the Raider offense.
Yeah, it's a 1-1 count. They're just trying to set up the pitches, make sure they know the best spot to go here and try and limit the damage.
So Ethan Calder winds and fires. Swung on and missed by Lopez.
That's why you do a mound visit there, because that was the perfect pitch.
Looked like Lopez was sitting on something, but that something didn't come.
I'm going to add that to my bag of sayings. That something
Please
didn't
do.
come.
That's a ball. So 2-2 count here to Tracer Lopez now.
You know, we were wondering this earlier. We have not seen Bruiser all day today. Marigold. Her back must be hurting from carrying Bruiser.
So that one's fouled straight back. So Lopez stays alive with a 2-2 count. Yeah, Bruiser was not here yesterday either. It was all Marigold. So
early hibernation.
Bruiser's got to wake up here.
Yeah, somebody tell him Baylor Baseball, Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. Where is he? He's missing out.
The 2-2. Just out inside, I'm sorry. So 3-2 count, full count. None of the Baylor faithful like that one.
I didn't like it either. I thought the batter kind of stepped away, but still should have been called a strike.
So the payoff. Hit into center field. Ty Johnson there. He makes the catch. The inning is over. So just the one run for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. As we'll be back here on Baylor Lariat Radio, see if Baylor can answer that.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Stay informed and stay connected with Lariat TV News. Tune in to LTVN every Friday, your go-to source for everything happening on campus and around Waco. From breaking stories to exclusive interviews, we cover campus events, student life, sports updates, and more. By the students, for the students. Catch our latest broadcast every Friday afternoon on YouTube by searching Baylor Lariat TV News.
Welcome back here for the bottom of the second inning between the Raiders and the Bears. Raiders put up a run there at the top of the second inning, so they lead 1-0, but Hunter Snow leading off for the Bears and company, looking to respond with a couple runs of their own here in front of the home crowd.
Fire walk-off song. Snow's going to be ready.
You know, it'll be a fire walk-up song for Hunter Snow as he looks at that one for a ball. Snow by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Ooh.
That would be tough.
Ooh, maybe next year. Maybe next year.
So there will be a next year for Hunter Snow. He's one of the many freshmen for this Baylor baseball team as they're super young.
They are.
Yes.
They're led by Tice Armstrong, who obviously is in his last year, I believe, of eligibility. But that's something that Baylor's been really good at, is balancing both upperclassmen and underclassmen. So the upperclassmen can teach the younger guys, but the younger guys will be able to take over when the older guys leave.
So that pitch in there for a strike. So Hunter Snow looking at a 1-2 count here. Yeah, in the lineup today, there's four upperclassmen for the Bears. So a more even out lineup as this one's popped up to third base. And caught there by Lincoln Garcia for the Raiders. So one away, and that brings up the catcher, J.J. Kennett.
The catcher number 4, J.J. Kennett.
Another great walk-up song. Love Tame Impala.
Did you know it's just one guy?
You know, I didn't know that until like a couple months ago when I saw TikTok. And it was just him, like, oh, where's the rest of the band? It's like, no, that's just him. It's like The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yep. Or, funny question I saw, is Bon Jovi a person or a band?
No, he's a person.
Trick question, he's both. The band is named Bon Jovi, but
really?
he is also named Bon Jovi.
So that one swung on, hit hard to left field. And it will be caught there in the very corner of left field by Jay Souza. So 2 away for the Bears. Dylan Perez with probably the greatest walk-up song Monaco by Bad Bunny. As a fellow Latino myself, I have to say Bad Bunny is probably the greatest artist right now.
Wow.
Swifties, do not come at me. The Bieber people, don't come at me. Bad Bunny, Conejo Malo, is the best artist right now.
You can get Bieber fever from Biebercella?
Biebercella was great, and I got a little fever just the nostalgia, but nothing's going to beat my boy Bad Bunny. So that first pitch to Perez is a ball. So Iker actually lowered his ERA with how he's playing. So he's sitting at 10-12 right now, so he's pitching very well to start the game so far.
What a stud.
He's doing his part.
I'm doing my part. Have you ever seen that?
Yep, I have.
Yep. You know what I'm talking about.
That one's a strike, so 1-1 count.
I need Dylan Perez to do his part here.
Dylan Perez had himself a nice little day yesterday as well. A couple RBIs, some singles. Just a really good day. Just a productive day from him, nothing huge. That one's a ball, so 2-1.
That was a 76-mile-per-hour off-speed pitch that I felt like he could have taken. That ball kind of hung up on the zone, but Perez said no. He's probably looking for a fastball here.
So 2-1 on the way. That one's inside, almost hits Perez, so 3-1 count to Perez.
That was the fastball, but Donovan Becerra on the mound lost control of that one. His control's been not great today. 12 strikes, 11 balls for 23 pitches. A little bit of both, a little bit of everything for him.
So 3-1 is high, so Perez will walk. So Perez now going to single will be the second base runner for the Bears. The Bears have no hits so far up to this point, but they've had 2 base runners. Just trying to see if they can capitalize with someone on base. 2 outs, though, for Ty Johnson.
2-out rally could be incoming. Left-handed hitter versus right-handed pitcher. Statistics do say that matches well up for the hitter.
Johnson had a really good day yesterday, bringing in some RBIs. He had a couple extra base hits, a couple stolen bases as well. As that one is a called ball. Really, most of not all of the Baylor lineup had really good days yesterday, so they're trying to just kind of build off of where they left off yesterday. Tech trying to break their hot streak, if you would say. So that's swung by Johnson through the gap. Lopez tried to dive for it, does not make the catch. Perez thinking about third, but stays at second. So Johnson at first, Perez at second. Brings up Cole Lankloss to the third baseman.
You know,
2 outs.
The question that everybody's asking themselves after that is, how does that affect LeBron's legacy?
No one's asking that question.
Just me?
Yes.
Okay.
So, fun fact, Cole Lankloss going into the series today had no hits on the season, was batting a .000 average. And yesterday, in both games combined, I believe he had 3 hits. He had 2 RBIs. 3 hits, 2 RBIs. He scored 2 runs, so a really good day for Lankloss. Hoping to build off of that, so now batting a 167. That first pitch is high for a ball. So, yeah, as soon as Lankloss got it, his first hit was an RBI to take a lead for the Bears in the bottom of the second inning, as they were tied 1-1 at that point. And the Baylor faithful, with a big standing ovation for him. Big cheers for that. So congratulations to him for finally getting on the box score. So that one's low as well. So 2-0 counts on Lankloss.
Something he'll remember for a little while, I would say.
That was also his first day of his college career, as he is a freshman.
What a guy.
So 2-0. High and in. Ball 3. So Becerra at risk of loading up the bases. Here to Lankloss on 4 straight pitches.
Would love to get back to the top of the order. Texas Tech wasn't able to do it last inning. Let's see if Baylor can.
So that is in there for a strike. So Lankloss looks at strike 1. 3-1 count still, so good hitters count. Sanders on deck. 2 outs, though.
Brings up the age-old question. It's 3-0, and you know you're going to get a strike, and you're just not swinging. I mean, that ball was pretty much right down the middle.
So 3-1 on the way. High, ball 4.
That's why you don't swing, I guess.
So Becerra loads up the bases on 5 pitches to Lankloss. Quinton are going out to the mound to talk to his guy, just calm down a little bit. That brings up Travis Sanders in the top of the order for the Baylor Bears. So bases loaded, 2 outs though. Becerra is trying to get out of this pickle that he's created for himself. So umpire's heading up to the mound and tell him to quit talking and let's play ball.
I agree. Sanders already having walked today, probably will not have that same opportunity. If I'm Becerra on the mound, I certainly don't want to walk in a run, so Sanders probably will get a pitch to hit.
So we're talking about the Texas Tech pitching struggles yesterday against the Bears, and this is pretty much the moment we're going to see if anything's changed or not, as this isn't the first time this series that Texas Tech has had the bases loaded on them, but with 2 outs, it seemed every single time Baylor would at least come out with 1 run, sometimes even multiple runs. So let's see if Becerra can just sit Sanders down and move on to the 3rd. So the first pitch is away. Sanders hits this one high to center field, deep on the warning track. But the catch is made by Kyler Thompson, so Sanders sits down. The rest of the base pass sits down, and we will be back here on Baylor Lariat Radio for the top of the 3rd inning and Texas Tech batting.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Hey Bears! Are you a freshman or senior? Freshman and senior portraits are now being scheduled. Watch your Baylor email for more information on how to reserve your sitting.
Welcome back here for the top of the 3rd inning after an eventful 2nd inning, by the Baylor Bears that were threatening to score. Didn't happen, so 1-0 lead here for the Raiders. Carter Schaus now up to bat, the designated hitter for the Raiders. Ethan Calder staying on the mound.
2 scoring opportunities for both these teams. Red Raiders had a chance with runners on 2nd and 3rd, and Calder was able to get out of it last time on the mound. And then Baylor had an opportunity in the bottom of the 2nd with bases loaded, and Sanders, unfortunately, warning track power, wasn't able to quite get the ball out, even though it was a great pitch to hit.
So Schaus with 2 straight swings and misses. 0-2 count here for Calder. He winds and fires. That one's hit to short. Travis Sanders backhands it. Floats it to Tice Armstrong on first and makes the play. So 1 away here for the Bears. As Schaus sits down, it's going to bring up Logan Hughes, cleanup hitter for the Raiders.
Yeah, Calder's at 39 strikes today in the top of the 3rd. That's pretty impressive. The only thing that stinks is he's already at 53 pitches total, so he probably won't be able to pitch too many more innings today, which means manager Mitch Thompson will have to go to the bullpen, but he's relying on his defense to get him his outs.
Ethan Calder's first pitch to Hughes. It's called ball. I mean, I'm not a baseball coach or pitching coach or anything, obviously, as the 1-0 away. Low for ball 2. But if a pitcher asks me for advice, I'm just going to sit there and tell him to trust his defense. Pitch his game, pitch what he wants to pitch, what he's comfortable with. Even if bats are getting hit or if balls are getting hit. The 2-0 swung on. This is a blooper in the infield, caught by Sanders. My apologies, Lankloss. So 2 away for the Raiders. I'd say just trust your defense to make the plays, like right there. He had a good pitch. It was hit, but Lankloss comes in, makes the play. Sanders the play before, so basically don't try and go out there and pitch a perfect game. If you pitch a perfect game, that'd be fantastic. But
yeah, something I was always told is you're just playing catch with your catcher. That's all you're really paying attention to. You're not paying attention to the batter.
So that one's hit to right field. Janusek just under the warning track. So that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Baylor Bears and Ethan Calders. We'll be back here on the Baylor Lariat Radio for the bottom of the third inning, so stick with us.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
We'll go back here in the bottom of the third inning. Pearson Reebok to lead off for the Baylor Bears. Becerra stays on the mound for Tech. That first pitch is high, ball one.
Could be a pitching battle for us today. Only 1-0 in the ball game. 5 hits total between both teams. Something a Sunday purist baseball fan would enjoy.
That pitch in there for a strike to Becerra. I'm sorry, to Reebok from Becerra. Fans really trying to get into it and urge Baylor to get some runs in here. So the 1-1's away. That was really high. Seemed like it was close to Reebok's head.
Yeah.
No damage done, so 2-1.
Yeah, this would be the time for Baylor to get something going. 2-3-4 up to bat. And for Becerra, who is at 19 balls, you feel like he doesn't have too many pitches in him.
Pearson Reebok, big swing but misses, so 2-2 count. Yeah, Becerra, 36 total pitches to this point, so not a lot of pitches, but he does have more balls than strikes thrown right now. Pretty evened out though, 19-17, but still pretty high number of balls to strike ratio. So the 2-2 away. Make it 20 balls officially as that one misses, so full count now for Reebok.
Try to get that off speed. I don't know where he was trying to get that off speed because it ended up high. Usually you want to get those low inside, low and left, something like that. And looks like we lost something on the field here.
Yeah. So, someone's shoe came off.
What? I think he just chucked it from the hill?
I don't know if a kid grabbed his dad's Nike and just threw it on the field, but
I would definitely do that with my friends.
so the payoff is swung on, and it's going to be a nice little blooper to Lincoln Garcia over there in third base. So one away, Janusek up to bat.
The right fielder, number 9, Brady Janusek.
Time to dominate. Brady batting .303 so far. I feel like if he can't get something going, I'd be a little disappointed, especially with Tice Armstrong up to bat next.
So Janusek batting second here in the third. Faces his first pitch. High ball one.
It's so interesting to me. It doesn't feel like Becerra really has control over his ball, and the stats would say so, and yet only has allowed one hit so far.
Good defense by Texas Tech Raiders as well. So that one misses for ball 2.
Indeed, I think you're exactly right about that. Trusting his defense as a pitcher like him should do, and it's going pretty well for him.
The right-hander delivers. Swung on, this one's popped straight up. Over to the shortstop. Coleman Ryan under it, makes the catch. So Janusek gets put away.
Man, Janusek dropped his bat, tried to turn on that ball, and just got way under that because that ball went soaring. That was high.
First baseman, number 11.
So Tice Armstrong
Armstrong.
now up to bat. He's got 20 home runs in the year, leads the team in home runs. He's also an artist when it comes to the single shot, so this could be a chance for him to tie the game with one swing of the bat.
That would be nice.
So the first pitch, high level to Armstrong, which is impressive as he's a very tall man. Very big guy. No wonder he hits 20 home runs, 56 RBIs.
He got to play UT Arlington, his old school that he was at for 3 years, on Tuesday. Believe he got the W-2, so cool for
win.
Yeah, cool for them to reunite with some of his teammates and see a school that has had so much to do with where he's at now, and I'm sure it was cool for all the guys on UT Arlington to see Tice just absolutely blossom into the star player for the Baylor Bears.
The 2-0 swung on and missed, so it's the first strike to Tice Armstrong. Yeah, that win against UTA, it's 6-2 win here in Waco, is also the 2,500th win in program history. So big congratulations to Mitch Thompson and company. Mitch Thompson also celebrating his 100th win as a manager here, as that one's hit up the middle, and the play will be made by Lopez to Hughes. So 1-2-3 inning for the Raiders. We'll be back here on Baylor Lariat for the 4th inning.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Welcome back here in the top of the 4th inning between the Raiders and the Bears. Raiders up 1-0, looking to add some more runs to their lead. It's the first pitch to Caden Ferraro. It's a called ball.
Look at the second baseman, Pearson Reebok, for those listening. He is deep into the right fielder's territory. The minor shift is on.
So that one's hit, and it's going to fall in center field right in front of Ty Johnson. So Caden Ferraro, 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. I'm sorry, he had a double in the first, so single now. Are we looking at a little cycle maybe?
Cycle watch? That'd be a lot of fun. They're getting more hits than Baylor right now, having more luck. Something that I did not necessarily expect.
So Matt Quintanar now batting for the Raiders. His first pitch faced is high and away for ball 1.
I would assume the Baylor bullpen is up and going right now for Calder. I can't tell.
So Quintanar with a deep shot to right field. Janusek with a crazy catch over the wall as he takes away the home run from Quintanar. No advance. Ferraro to second base, but Janusek just robs the home run from Quintanar over the Georgia sign. So the game stays at 1-0. Ferraro advances to second. We're talking about Perez having a SportsCenter top 10 play. How about that? Janusek said, "Hold my soda."
Da-na-na, na-na-na.
What a play by the freshman from Argyle, Texas. Yeah, me and him are from the same place.
Little fun fact for our listeners.
Little fun fact, me and Janusek share an area code.
Wow, that was a special play. That ball just kept going, and Janusek was able to get all the way up there. That'll certainly get the Baylor faithful a little excited for something. Hey, if the bats can't go, might as well get the defense.
So the first pitch to Jay Souza. It's a ball, but fans are still buzzing here after that crazy catch. It's probably one of the best catches I've seen. That one misses for a ball.
That'll certainly go on Coach's highlight tape at the end of the year. That was pretty special.
That ball was a certain goner, but Janusek jumps up with a booster like he's Iron Man and just robs it. Looking like Mike Trout out there in right field.
Mike Trout, one of the greatest what-ifs.
Kennett looking to pick off Ferraro, just off with his throw. Good pick by Sanders, though. So Ferraro stays safe at second. It's a 3-0 count now to Sousa.
That was a professional ball play. Sanders with a nice pick there. That could have been bad. Could have possibly scored a run for the Red Raiders if that ball got past.
There's a pick attempt by Calder. Not really a confident one, so not Sousa. Ferraro gets back to second base, standing up.
Yeah, probably just didn't quite like his pitch call, wanted to reset himself a little bit.
So it's a ball, so 3-1. So they actually moved one of the balls to a strike. So person working the scoreboard is hurting me, my reputation a little bit here.
Uh-oh. So we might have to have a chat with him later.
Yep. So now it's 3 balls. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Sousa. 4 ball. So that's a 5-pitch walk to Sousa. So 2 men on for the Raiders, 1 out. So I'll bring up Coleman Ryan.
Bottom of the order last time was part of the reason Texas Tech was able to get some runners on scoring position a couple innings ago. See if they can do it again. Calder, I'm sure his arm is starting to feel a little bit. Catcher visit right now from Kennett. Just talking to his guy, runner on second. Only 1 out. Want to make sure they have the right plan and get the right pitches dialed.
Yeah, Ethan Calder with 66 pitches thrown today so far. He's got 44 Ks on the year, though, so he is a strikeout machine. He only has 1 strikeout on the day, though, today. He's got 2 walks. So looking to change that here with 2 men on. That's a bunt by Ryan. So he gets past Calder, and Ryan is safe at first. So a good bunter loads up the bases for Kyler Thompson in the top of the order with only 1 out. So Thompson and company looking to bring in a couple more runs for the Raiders, make the Baylor offense really work for this one.
That was a picture perfect bunt. Got right past Calder's glove. Wasn't really able to make a play on it. And then second baseman Pearson Reebok was just too far back to get the ball over to Armstrong at first. Bases loaded now. Scary spot for Baylor Bear fans.
It's the first pitch to Thompson in there for a strike. So a confident pitch there early.
One out, a double play would feed families right now.
0-1 away. In there for strike 2. So 0-2 hole here for Kyler Thompson. Early in the game. Oh, I'm sorry, not really early in the game now, I guess. We're in the 4th inning, pretty middle of the pack here, but
still a lot of baseball left
still
to
a lot
play.
of baseball left to play. Stadium's buzzing. Raider fans are definitely buzzing right now. So that one swung and missed. So 1-2-3 pitch strikeout for Ethan Calder, which is huge because now that's 2 outs. So now Baylor doesn't have to worry about any of the runners tagging. The ball gets out to the outfield.
Yeah, I would say ball goes anywhere. Don't have to worry about forcing out at home.
So that one's fouled back.
Interesting sound effect there.
They've had a couple of really interesting ones. They have the, you know the sheesh thing from like, yeah, they have that too.
Interesting. Keeping up with the younger generation, I
something
guess.
like that. So a pick attempt here. Sanders probably would have had him if the throw was a little more accurate.
That's a scary pickoff attempt. For me, I don't know. I don't think there's much worth in that. I haven't gotten a pickoff yet today, and if that ball goes in the outfield, it's just bad news.
Calder delivers. So check swing challenge, but third base umpire says he didn't go. So 1-1 count here to Tracer Lopez. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Janisek had that highlight reel catch to Rob Quincenar of a 2-run shot over in right field. Calder delivers. That's a called ball. Baylor fans didn't like that one. Really didn't like that one.
Yeah, there's been about 3 questionable calls from Scott Letendre back there.
So that one swung on but fouled down the third baseline. What are your sound effects?
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Exciting time, Iker.
Yep. Count even up here. Bases loaded. Calder looking to strike out Lopez as he fires a 2-2. And he goes around, so that is a strikeout for Ethan Calder. So he gets out of that pickle. It's still a 1-0 game, all thanks to Brady Janisek and his heroism. We'll be back here on the Baylor Lariat Radio as the Bears coming to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Come back here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Great plays by Brady Janusek and Ethan Calder to get out of that inning unscathed. So that brings up Hunter Snow here for the Baylor Bears. First pitch he sees, Becerra still on the mound.
Fans are buzzing. This would be an excellent time for the Bears to take advantage of the momentum. Feels like I've been saying that for the past couple of innings, though, so we'll see if anything changes.
It seems like momentum shifts between both these teams, but no one's really scoring.
Indeed, I agree.
Defenses are bending but not breaking. So the pitch away. That one is high off the tip of Quintanar's glove and into the backstop, but no one on base, so nothing crazy. So it's 2-0 to Hunter Snow. That one's swung on and missed by Hunter Snow, so strike 1 to Snow.
Love that swing from Snow there, but ball was just a little outside. You could tell his bat wasn't able to quite reach it. Even if it did, his fingers would have felt that one. It's like thinning a golf ball in winter time.
Oh my God, that hurts so bad. Hunter Snow hits this one high, but over to the grass hill down first baseline.
Hey, not the green hump. Correct.
Not the green hump. If you piss me off, I might say green hump, though.
Okay. Ooh, scary.
So count even up at 2. Becerra delivers. High, so count runs full.
Trying to see if maybe he can get this ball just right up the middle, get it right back at the pitcher. There's a big gap right where the second base umpire is, and try and get something going for these Bears. Bats have been cold.
So the payoff pitch. High and away, ball 4. So after a nice little battle between Snow and Becerra, Snow walks to first. So that brings up J.J. Kennett, the catcher for the Baylor Bears.
You know, we talked before this game started how Baylor would get an opportunity to hit a couple of baseballs here today, and they haven't really done a good job of that. And because of that, Texas Tech has a lead right now. For Becerra, he has 4 walks on the game already. His ball count isn't really helping him at 28. That's just something where if you're throwing a lot of balls, inherently there's not going to be a lot of pitches to hit. And the strikes that he has thrown, his defense has done an excellent job helping him out and supporting him.
So Kennett's first pitch seen was swung on and hit down first base line, but just foul. So 0-1 count to Kennett. Becerra loads up. And a pickoff opportunity. Missed. So Hunter Snow back safe at first. Still an 0-1 count.
Yeah, if Baylor can't get their bats going, it's going to be a story of...
There goes one of our guys with an ice cream sandwich.
Need me one of those.
There's another pick opportunity. Missed again. 2 in a row. So Hunter Snow back to first base. It's not too hot here in Waco, but hot enough so an ice cream sandwich doesn't sound too bad. So the delivery. Kenneth swings it. It's hit high into center field. No problem for Kyler Thompson. Snow back to first base as he doesn't tag, so 1 down for Baylor. Brings up Dylan Perez.
You know, there's been a lot of kind of contact like that today where balls hit well, but it just goes straight to an outfielder. Nothing really in the gaps, nothing really in the corners, and sometimes it's just not your day, and sometimes you hit the baseball a little bit too well and it doesn't benefit you. But you need to see something happen here.
So my Hispanic hermano, Dylan Perez, faces his first pitch, swung on. This one to left center. So that's going to be caught by Thompson as he lost his hat. Snow doesn't tag, so he goes back to first. So just like that, 2 down for the Bears. That's going to bring up Ty Johnson.
Everybody's trying to swing for the fences here. They're dropping their bat. The coaches for the Baylor Bears need to remind these guys, hey, we only have 1 hit on the game. Please let me see some ground balls through the gap and we'll get something going, because I'm frustrated seeing all these flyouts.
So the pick attempt to Hunter Snow to no avail as he's safe at first. Ty Johnson, the only graduate student here in the lineup.
Also the only guy with a hit today.
Also the only guy with a hit today. That is true. As pitcher, Donovan Becerra with another pickoff attempt, also to no avail. Building frustration here with the Baylor fans. Becerra fires his first pitch to Johnson. So that's a strike, but Snow steals second base. Yep, officially steals second base. Took the ump a little longer to make that call. So Ty Johnson's bunt attempt pulled back the bat, but it was called strike. Hunter Snow steals second.
2 stolen bases now for the Bears today. Certainly something they're good at and continue to show their dominance.
So Baylor 2 for 3 on stolen bases as Travis Sanders was caught stealing third in the first inning.
That was a rough one to watch, I will say.
So Becerra loads up. Checks Snow. Winds and fires. That's a big hit there by Johnson, but not deep enough as Kyle Thompson will sit down the side. So Baylor remains scoreless through 4. So we'll be back here on Baylor Lariat Radio for the top of the 5th inning.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
So we're back here for the top of the 5th inning between the Red Raiders and the Bears. So Connor Schaus up to bat, but before we get underway, it seems like the pitching coach and the trainer for the Bears are going out to talk to Ethan Calder, making sure he's okay, I guess. Thought he tweaked something, but that was a quick meeting. Calder shakes them off, and Ready to play ball here in the 5th inning. Connor Schaus, 0 for 1 on the day. Walked in the 1st inning. So the delivery bounced way before home plate, so ball 1. Probably the worst pitch Calder's thrown so far today. Didn't look good. So winds and fires the 0-1 to Schaus. Schaus hits that one on a liner but fouled. So count runs even at 1. So the 1-1 to Schaus now. Schaus chops one to third. Langloss fields it cleanly, and the play is not made as Armstrong drops the ball. Schaus kind of trips over first base, gets up gingerly, but he's safe at first. On an error made by Armstrong. So man on for Logan Hughes now up to bat for the Raiders. 0 outs. So the first real bad play for Baylor here. Raiders have 7 hits now. So that one's chopped back to Calder. 1, 2. So double play. So Tice Armstrong makes up for his mistake by catching that second out there. Clears the bases. And just like that, on one pitch, there's 2 outs for the Baylor Bears. And another double play in this series for them.
Yeah, pretty simple double play there for the Bears. I mean, Sanders easily gets it over to Armstrong. You could tell just kind of flipped it over to him. Wasn't too difficult, and that's a quick 2 outs for these boys.
So Lincoln Garcia now up to bat for the Raiders. Base is empty. Wind and fire from Calder's. That one's fouled. High and back. That one hits off the metal roof here at Magnolia Field. So 0-1.
Garcia is from both of our home states of California. It's a Cali boy, of course.
You associate with California more than I do.
That is true.
The 0-1 inside. So ball 1. I did live there for 10 years, but been living here for almost 10 now. Soon as December rolls around, it will be 10 years for me. So half my life in Texas. Really grew up here and molded myself here in Texas. The 1-1 away.
Wow, you're such a Texas kid, Iker.
I really am. So that's the 1-2 now for Garcia. I am a Texas kid. Cowboys fan, sadly. Stars fan, also sadly, as we just got eliminated. Mavericks fan. Kind of sadly, Cooper Flag's pretty sick.
That's 0 for 3 right there.
I'm a Rangers fan, so one could argue I'm 1 for 4 as that one's chopped to Langloss, and this time the connection is made to Tice Armstrong as that retires the side for the Texas Tech as the double play by Baylor sends them there. We'll be back here on Baylor Lariat Radio for the bottom of the 5th inning.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Welcome back on the Baylor Lariat Radio. We have a pretty simple baseball game for y'all today. Currently in the bottom of the 5th inning, Texas Tech only has 1 run. Baylor has 0 7 hits for the Red Raiders, 1 for your Baylor Bears. Right now, currently due up is Cole Lenklos, batter 9 for the Bears, and then it's going to be Travis Sanders and Pearson Reebok batting 1 and 2 respectively. So far this game has been defined by pitching. The starters for both the Red Raiders and the Baylor Bears still pitching, as the Red Raiders starter is Donovan Becerra. He's been, so far I wouldn't say dominant, but the stats would say only allowing 1 hit is pretty impressive. He has 30 strikes and 29 balls, and has just really relied on his defense to support him this game, as that ball is swung on by Cole Lenklos, but it's going to be caught by the right fielder. Got a little bit of a mistiming on that and had to jump back a little bit, but luckily Ferrero out there in right field was able to make the out. So that's 1 out for the Baylor Bears, and we'll bring up the top of the order in Travis Sanders batting .367. So far, it doesn't look like anybody, there is somebody warming up in the bullpen for the Red Raiders, but right now I would say you let Becerra go as long as he can. He certainly was coming into this game struggling with an 11 ERA, but now has since dropped it down a lot, all the way to an 8.44 ERA. That's pretty impressive from our guy. Only one strikeout on the day, which you would think you kind of laugh at that, but unfortunately for the Baylor band fans, that has not meant any runs. So we'll see what happens in these last couple of innings as the pitch is away. Ball is looked at, and it is called a strike. So it's going to be 1-1 now with 1 out. No runners on for Sanders. He's 0-1 for the day. Has a stolen base in the first inning, but then got caught stealing right afterwards, trying to take third. He's the best stolen base stealer, as that ball is swung on right back at the pitcher, almost hits him in the leg. He flips it over to first, however. Pretty simple play, and Sanders is retired. Just like that, it'll bring up Pearson Reebok.
Yeah, little scary play there for Becerra. As you mentioned, he's playing a lot better, but that one hit kind of like around his knee area. Looks to be fine. That was a little checkup by his catcher, Quintanar.
Yeah, those are always scary because they come right back at the pitcher. You don't really know how they're going to act or where it's going to hit, but luckily our pitcher for the Red Raiders, Becerra, is okay, and he will face his next batter. Pitch is delivered. It's going to be a strike, so 0-1. Reebok is down in the count here early. Pitcher gets the call. He sets, fires, bunt is shown from Reebok. He lays down a beautiful bunt. He's going to get to first, and if you can't get a hit, you might as well get a bunt. Puts a runner on first for the Baylor Bears with 2 outs. That'll bring up Brady Janusek, who last inning had one of the most incredible home run robberies I have seen in my time watching baseball. He went up right over the Georgia sign in right field, robbed a sure thing home run, and is the reason this game is only a 1-run difference right now. We'll see if he can also take advantage in the batter's circle.
Yeah, that Reebok bunt reminded me of a professional golfer, as that was plays perfectly where he wanted with a little bit of backspin to stop the movement to third base and bought him just enough time to get safe at first.
Such a pure thing when you're playing golf and pins in the front and you throw your wedge back a little bit, like 10 feet, spins back to the pin. Pearson Reebok did something pretty similar there. That was textbook for sure. First pitch from Becerra is a ball. Second pitch is delivered is going to be outside and a ball as well. This is where the command gets a little bit dicey this part of the game. He's at 35 strikes, which is good. Finally has more strikes than balls, but you still look at the speed of the pitches, look at the command, making sure that you're not leaving fastballs or off speed over the plate. That ball is going to be inside for a strike, so he remains 2-1 in the count. Looks over at first base, gets the signal, is ready to fire, delivers the pitch. That ball is going to be high for a ball, so it's 3-1 now for Brady Janusek. It'll be a green light, I'm sure, for him to try and take advantage of this runner on first.
So also some movement going on in the Texas Tech bullpen as they're having a guy just moving up, getting ready to throw. So looks like Becerra's innings are kind of numbered now as well, just like Calder's. That one's fouled back by Janusek.
Yeah, and I mean, that would make sense. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Becerra is at 70 pitches, and pitching a full game is tough for these college baseball guys, and I'm sure he wants to, as much as he's relying on his defense this game, he wants to be able to rely on his bullpen. Full count now for Janusek with 2 outs. Runners taking second. Fouled off, though, lives to fight another day. Baylor fans here in the crowd are waiting for something to happen from their baseball team. They'd like to see some runs had, and they know that if they can't get the bats going, Texas Tech will probably blow this ball game wide open. Pitch is delivered, runners going again. That ball is popped up. Shortstop retreats to get it. It's going to be an out. 3 outs now as we head into the top of the 6th inning. 1-0 is still your score here on the Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Here we are at the beautiful Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark as we just turned the halfway point, of this baseball game heading into the top of the 6th inning. 1-0 is your score still. That first pitch is delivered from Ethan Calder. He's still on the mound pitching with the pitch total at 84. We'll see how much manager Mitch Thompson wants to leave his guy out there. Batting right now for the Red Raiders is Kanan Ferraro. He's batting .375 on the year, only 5 home runs, but he has 39 RBIs, the right fielder for Texas Tech. Left-handed pitcher versus left-handed hitter here. Calder gets the signal. Ball swung on, and right fielder is after. Janusek makes another great play. Thought he wasn't going to get there, got there in stride, was able to get the out for his guys, and he is covering a lot of ground over there.
Yeah, Janusek may not be having the greatest day at the plate today, but man, oh man, defensively has that guy been a game changer. He's stole what would have been, I think it was like, a 2-run shot to right field. That would have easily been a double, maybe a triple. So he's keeping Baylor in this. Outfield doing good work for them.
He sure is. That off-speed pitch from Calder's way off the plate. So he'll be down 1-0 in the count. 26 catcher for the Red Raiders is up to bat right now. See if he can get his guys going. Ball is swung on. That is going to be popped up to kind of middle center field. Center fielder gets on that. Play is made by Ty Johnson out there. So 2 up and 2 down for these Baylor Bears as Jay Souza will be up to bat, the 8th batter in this lineup.
Yeah, Ethan Calder looking to just have another quick inning here. Maybe he has a quick inning. Maybe he could convince his coach to leave him in for maybe one more inning. He is approaching 90 pitches, though, so big question mark there.
Yeah, 90 pitches is a lot for a guy. He's pitching well for sure. He's got 62 strikes now after that most recent pitch, but I'm sure his arm is starting to feel it. And you don't want to overuse your guy. Still got a lot of baseball left to play in this season. Only about a week left. That ball is fouled back, so it's going to be 0-2 very quickly here with 2 outs. See if Calder can take advantage as the slight shift is on. It's Travis Sanders at shortstop lining up pretty close to the second base bag. Pitch is outside, unfortunately, off speed. Couldn't find the strike zone, so Souza will live to fight another day. See what J.J. Kennett has for his guys. Calder winds up, delivers the pitch. That is right down the middle. Strike 3 looking, a backwards K for Calder. 1-2-3 inning, and this game stays a 1-run deficit for the Bears. Due up is going to be 4, 5, 6. Tice Armstrong, Hunter Snow, and J.J. Kennett. Don't go anywhere on the Baylor Lariat Radio Network. We will be right back after this short break.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Here we are just along the Brazos River. It's a beautiful day for baseball. Hasn't been a cloud in the sky most of this day. And Tice Armstrong will get a chance now, as still pitching for the Texas Tech Red Raiders is Donovan Vaquero. I truly want to applaud him. He came into this baseball game struggling and has just delivered a dominant outing, only allowing 2 hits, 0 runs, but if somebody's going to change that, it's going to be Armstrong. First pitch he sees, he watches go by him for a strike, starts his count 0-1.
Yeah, Baylor's 2 for 17 at the plate, 118 batting average. Meanwhile, Tech is sitting at 7 for 24, 292. So someone's going to need to really change that for Baylor.
That ball is swung on high and deep. One swing. Tice Armstrong ties up this ball game. Best player on the Baylor roster. That ball is gone over left field. Adds to his home run count, number 21 on the year. Baylor fans are on their feet. They finally get some offense from their squad. And this game, with one swing of the bat, is tied up at 1.
I would like to be credited with that. I was literally just about to say that. Tice Armstrong should be leaned on to change the scenery here for the Baylor offense. And with that one, he sends one high, deep, and far to left field. So that's not just one home run. That's not 2 home run, Owen. That's 3 home runs in this series. 1 in each game for Tice Armstrong, as we're going to have a little mound visit between Quintanar and Becerra. So we were talking about Becerra, how good he's been pitching. That's really his first real mistake. A costly one, obviously, but good on Tice Armstrong to hit his 21st home run of the season in a moment when Baylor really needed to wake up the bats, wake up the team, and now, not only that, but wake up the fans as well. So now we're tied at 1, and let's just see what happens here. As a skipper is coming out for Tech now, so it looks like we're going to get a new pitcher.
I indeed think it is time for Becerra. He's delivered an excellent outing, but I think the manager for Texas Tech knows that he needs to go to his bullpen now. The guys of the Red Raiders come out to applaud their pitcher. Certainly has done an excellent job to hold Baylor to only 1 run on the game. But back to that Armstrong hit. I mean, that ball was a straight liner over the left field side. And I apologize to any Baylor baseball parents who were listening, called Tice Armstrong the best player. I'm sure your son is absolutely amazing, but we love Tice Armstrong here at the Baylor Lariat Radio. And indeed, it is going to a bullpen change. So we will be back after this short message.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all of the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, Tice Armstrong just hit a home run to tie up this ball game at 1-1. Pitching change for the Texas Tech Red Raiders, and a little bit of an interesting one. Connor Schaus is pitching now, and if you recognize the name, it's because he's been the designated hitter this entire game, and he's not just kind of a random guy hitting. No, he's batting .345 on the year, 10 home runs. He is somebody that can certainly swing, and he's brought in a big spot here with a tie ball game in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch he delivers is swung on but fouled off. Is this the next Shohei Ohtani?
I don't know exactly, but he's not a bad pitcher either. He's throwing 8.64 ERA. He's got 12 Ks, 6 base on balls. So not like the greatest pitcher. Also not the first time he's pitched. He's got 8.1 innings already under his belt. So, I mean, this will be an interesting one to watch for sure.
That's probably why they have him at the designated hitter position, but he has a cannon for an arm, 95 miles per hour. That last pitch reached. And it's 1-2 is the count now, so he is up on Hunter Snow. We'll see if Snow can carry the momentum from Armstrong. Gets the signal, pitch is delivered. Check by the umpire. He held back luckily, so 2-2 is going to be the count now.
He's a multi-position player because yesterday I called both of these games, and he didn't pitch in any of the 2 games, but he played, I believe he played in the outfield in one of the games.
So this guy is an all-around stud. That ball is swung on, and a great play from the right fielder sliding to catch that ball. That's Ferrero out there. Was able to make a nice little slide like he was sliding into second base. Gets the catch for the first out of the game, so J.J. Kennett, the catcher for the Baylor Bears, will be up to bat next. Kennett's batting .308 on the year out of 107 at-bats. Only 15 RBIs, though, and 2 home runs, so struggled a little bit with runners on, but gets an opportunity now as that first pitch is a little bit dirty. Looks back on his bench and kind of laughs that one off, but he had no chance to get a hold of that ball as it was way outside.
Yeah, Schaus, I mean, early on here, has looked pretty good on the mound. He's thrown some good pitches, high velocity. Just made these guys chase a little bit.
Pitch is delivered. Umpire calls that a strike as Kennett went around. He's kind of struggling to locate the ball here. That was 2 pitches. One was way outside, one was very low, and he's down 0-2 very quickly off of 2 pitches that could have easily been 2-0. Signal for the pitcher of the Red Raiders, Schaus, delivers, and 3 bad swings from J.J. Kennett. Ball outside, strike 1, ball down low, strike 2, another ball down low, didn't even make contact. 3 swings, 3 outs. Schaus gets his first strikeout of his pitching outing.
Yeah, Kennett, I don't think I had any idea what he was doing there. So, tough look for the catcher for Baylor, but Dylan Perez up to bat, looking to maybe see if he can get a little 2-out rally here, maybe have a home run for himself, get his first of the year.
Yeah, Baylor's had the few times they've gotten a hit, it's been around the 2-out time where they either get a walk or they get a hit with a runner on first, but we'll see what Dylan Perez can do. You know, I think maybe he tries to run a fastball right by Perez here. Delivers the pitch. That ball is low and outside. It was an off-speed pitch, so unfortunately that's miss on my predictions. But it's Schaus steadies on the mound. Perez sets in the batter box. Signal received from Schaus. Wind up, delivers, pitch is swung on, and Perez does a good job to just barely get a hold of that baseball and dribbles it out for a foul ball. So he lives to fight another day against Connor Schaus. Big spot here for Dylan Perez with 2 outs. Don't want to go down too quickly after that home run. And that ball, unfortunately, lost control of there from Schaus as it didn't even reach the home plate, excuse me. So 2-2 now is the count. Perez has done a good job of fighting back from 0-2. We'll see what he can do here, see if he can take advantage and try and get a knock in for these Bears. Watches the pitch go by. That ball is swung on. It's going to find a gap. It's going to be extra base hit for Dylan Perez. He rounds first, heads to second, stops on second. Possible 2-out rally now. Looks back at his bench celebrating. Got a hold of that ball. That ball was a little up, a little high. Absolutely turned on it straight into the left field gap. Bringing up Ty Johnson now, the graduate student. One of the few Baylor Bears to have a hit on the day. 1 out of 4. See what he can do here.
Ty Johnson with 16 RBIs on the year, no home runs, but he's been playing very good this year. He's trying to see if he can keep that going, maybe bring in Perez and take a lead here late in the game.
First pitch swinging, foul off, again out of the stadium. I like that. I think if Perez, your teammate, just got an extra base hit, you feel like you're going to get something to get because Schaus wants to get ahead of the count, and he got a pitch he could hit, but unfortunately just fouls it off and falls himself down in the count, 0-1. Schaus looks back at second, delivers the pitch a little low to the catcher back there, and it'll be 1-1 for the count. Catcher, batter, readies. Defense is ready as well. Pitch is delivered, looked at for a ball by Ty Johnson. It's going to be 2-1 now on the count. For Ty Johnson, we mentioned this last time he was up at bat, but the only graduate in the lineup certainly is a place of leadership for these Bears, and that ball is way high. Great job from the catcher, Matt Quintanar, thank you. Does a great job to get that ball. Nonetheless, 3-1 is the count now. Schaus will be trying to keep a runner off first and second. With 2 outs, all he needs is one good pitch. Can get out of this inning. That ball is swung on, fouled off. So 3-2, full. Count is full now. Wouldn't this be a place for Ty Johnson to have his first home run on the season? Tie ball game at 1-1 with runner on second. Certainly would get the Baylor fans on their feet. They're looking for something else after Armstrong's home run earlier this inning. Pitch is way up high on his letters.
Yeah.
Tagged him, says the umpire. Take your bag. Runner on first and second will lead to Cole Lanklos. Batter up now for the Bears.
The third baseman, number 8, Cole Lanklos.
Cole Lanklos is 0 for 1 on the day so far. Has only had 3 hits on his young career. He's a freshman, one of the couple of freshmen in this lineup today, getting a beautiful opportunity for manager Mitch Thompson. Runner on first and second. First pitch is way outside from Schaus, and he will be up in the count, 1-0.
So men on first and second for Cole Lanklos and company, but having to work with 2 outs. There's a mound visit going on right now for Quintanar and Schaus.
Yeah, I mean, big spot. You're probably just telling your guy right now to take a deep breath, understand that you were dominating kind of earlier in this inning. Don't get rattled too much. Just pitch your way through this. Talented person, you know, a normal kind of mound visit, I would say. Catcher readies. Schaus gets the signal from his guy. Delivers the pitch. Ball hits him straight in the back of Cole Lanklos. That one hurts. That was a 91 pitch straight in his back, basically at his number, and that's never gonna feel good.
It's holding his right arm. Might have hit a nerve or something.
Might have maybe caught him in like the shoulder area.
It wouldn't hit it, but his right arm is the one in the back. He's right-handed.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Yeah, look at him stretching out that hand. He definitely hit some kind of nerve and felt it through his arm.
Not fun. Not fun at all. Those will scare you a little bit. Let's hope he's okay.
Well, good news for Baylor, though. He seems to be okay, and it's also bases loaded here with 2 outs and top of the order now up. So Travis Sanders batting for the Bears now, trying to see if he could do something here to take a lead or get walked or something.
Yeah, Travis Sanders got walked early in this first inning, but since then is batting 0 for 2. Kind of uncharacteristic for him. He's one of the guys that usually is able to get on base pretty easily for these Bears, and I know he's in a big spot. Last time up with runners in scoring position, hit the ball to the warning track and wasn't able to score to get his runners in, but gets another opportunity here. Base is loaded, first pitch inside and low, so it's going to be ball 1 now on the count. Calls time. Looks like catcher needs to adjust his things a little bit. Always got to make sure the equipment is locked and loaded, especially back there at that position.
So wind seems to be picking up a little bit here, circling, so might see some deep flyers here to end the game. See what happens.
Yeah, Sanders is a guy that only 4 home runs on the year. You don't necessarily expect him to get it out of the park, but he can certainly do it. Sees that second pitch go by. It's outside. Schaus goes from really dominating his first couple batters that he saw, but this 2-out rally started by Perez's extra base hit double has led to bases loaded. He tries to fake stealing home just to throw him off. Pitch is swung on and unfortunately goes foul down the first base line, on the grass hill over there. Kids rush to go get that ball, free souvenir for them. If that ball stayed in the ballpark, that would have scored a lot of runs and broken this ball game wide open. But instead, it's a strike on the count, so 2-1 now.
Yeah, there's movement in the Texas Tech bullpen. Schaus's day is numbered right now.
Pitch is swung on, little dribbler, goes foul. 2-2 is the count now. If I'm Sanders, I'm trying to find a gap, whether that be through the infield, whether that be through the outfield. Just keep this 2-out rally going here. This is a lot of momentum for the Bears if they can score a couple more runs after Armstrong's home run.
So you can hear the crowd and the youth cheering on Sanders and the Bears, trying to see if they can get something going here. The buzz is real right now here at Magnolia Field.
Schaus gets the signal, delivers the pitch. Sanders holds back. Ball's going to be a little low, so 3-2 is the count now. And I think Sanders is going to get a pitch to hit because you certainly don't want to walk him here. Great job from Travis Sanders to work the count to full. And the Baylor fans are excited. Loudest it's been in Magnolia Ballpark besides Armstrong's home run. Sanders sets, pitch is fired, swung on, and that is going to get down and score a couple of runs. Sanders does his job. It's an RBI single. He scores 2 runs for the Bears. 3-1 is going to be your ball game. What a hit from Travis Sanders, and the Baylor fans are fired up.
I just hit my funny bone celebrating that. Oh, that hurt. But yeah, Travis Sanders goes up there, bases loaded, does his job, takes a couple pitches out of Connor Schaus as well along the way. And all his job was to do is get the ball in play. It doesn't matter how he did it. He was get on base, so at least bring in 1 run to take the lead, and brings in 2 runs, singles. Now it's 3-1 ball game here at Waco. Oh, how the tables have turned.
My, indeed. Schaus is still out there pitching with runners on the corners. Stealing now, fires at second. Umpire says out.
Wait. But he's telling his coach to go review it.
Travis Sanders.
Yeah, they're reviewing it.
Yeah.
Mitch Thompson gives a signal.
Yeah, I think that's smart to review that. I thought he got in there, but I wasn't really sure. I don't know. What did you see there, Iker?
A real bang play. Honestly, I feel like it could go either way. They really got to go look at this one. I wouldn't be surprised if this review takes a good while, because I saw Sanders' hand touches second base at the same time that the ball hits his leg, and well, in baseball tie goes to the runner, but if it's conclusive, he's out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Sanders one of the more excellent base stealers here. But stay with us on the Baylor Lariat Radio. We will be back after this review.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Back on the Baylor Lariat Radio, umpires come out with the call. They say the runner is out, unfortunately. We thought he was in, but the umpires know better than us. So after that inning, Baylor does break out, finally scoring 3 runs. Heading into the top of the 7th, the Red Raiders will look to respond. Stay with us on the Baylor Lariat Radio and don't go anywhere, as this game is just now getting good.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Welcome back. You're listening on the Baylor Lariat Radio. It's 3-1 in the ball game, top of the 7th. Baylor in the bottom of the 6th broke their scoreless streak with a Tice Armstrong home run and was able to get a 2-out rally going thanks to Travis Sanders driving in 2 runs, unfortunately, ended the inning trying to steal second and was called out after an extended replay. So we're in the top of the 7th, and the Red Raiders will look to respond. First pitch is away, and it's a strike. Next pitch is swung on and will go straight to the center fielder. Back there, Ty Johnson retreats back a little bit, makes a routine catch. So a quick 1 out now for the Bears. I think Ethan Calder will continue to go as long as he doesn't let up a run. As soon as he lets up a run or runners get in scoring position, I would assume they would go to the bullpen. But for a guy who's pitching as well as he is, I don't see any changes coming soon.
Yeah, 94 pitches, so high pitch count here in the 7th. I would expect that they would bring in a closer of some sorts next inning, probably, or at least in the 9th inning. But yeah, he's had a good day on the mound. He had that little hiccup there in the 2nd inning, giving Texas Tech a run. But besides that, he's been borderline perfect.
Yeah, I mean, that ball is swung on. Third baseman, long throw, does a great job to take advantage. That's Lanklos over there at third, over to Armstrong. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Raiders. And stuff like that is why Calder is still out there pitching, has been really deliberate in his control and has gotten these Red Raiders bats out very quickly and efficiently in this game. And a couple of times it's been runners in scoring position on 2nd and 3rd or bases loaded, and he's got out of there with limited damage both times, which is why he's still out there pitching. For Tracer Lopez, that pitch gets away from him. It's low, goes through the catcher J.J. Kennett's legs, and so it'll be 1-0 for Lopez.
On deck is the reliever, Connor Schaus, so he will bat. So just like the MLB, as long as you're a designated hitter, you are able to pitch.
That pitch is swung on, goes straight to the center fielder. Ty Johnson out there does a good job, and Calder 3 up, 3 down. You're listening on the Baylor Lariat Radio. Stay with us as the bottom of the 7th will be coming your way.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Here we are here at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. It's been a beautiful day if you're a Baylor fan, able to take advantage. Last time the Baylor Bats were up, they scored 3 runs to finally get out of their scoreless drought. The game is now 3-1 with Baylor up, and they have a chance to take advantage and extend their lead with 2, 3, 4 up to bat. It was a pitching change for the Red Raiders. Now batting is 4th-year senior Johnny Lau now pitching for the Red Raiders is Johnny Lau. Batting for the Baylor Bears will be Pearson Reebok. Struggled a little bit today. He's only had a single and strikeout in the first, fly out in the third, and we'll try and take advantage and get something going for these Baylor Bats. First 2 pitches, one's a ball, one's a strike, so 1-1 count is even as we head to the 3rd pitch of the at-bat. Ball's delivered, swung on, hit hard. Unfortunately, will fall foul down the left field line. So 1-2 early here in this count.
Yeah, Baylor at one point was down 7 hits to 1 against Tech, and now brought it back to a more respectable deficit of 7 hits to 5. A lot of that coming in the last inning when they put up 3 runs. So Bats starting to come alive right now for Baylor.
That pitch is going to be low. So 2-2 is the count. And yeah, I think that's important is Baylor finally got their bats going, and when they did, they took advantage of the pitches in the strike zone. It just took them a while. Wow, sets, fires, big swing from Pearson Reebok, but he strikes out. So 1 up and 1 down now for new pitcher Johnny Lau. He will now see Brady Janusek, who right now has really taken advantage of his defensive plays. He robbed a home run earlier in the game, which was just an incredible play, and he also made a great catch in stride. He's been a big reason for why the Red Raiders only have 1 run, but unfortunately has struggled at the plate. He's 0 for 3 now, and we'll look to change that here. First pitch he looks at is outside, so 1-0 is the count.
Yeah, Texas Tech. Time is coming up as they have 2.5 innings left to bat here to tie the game at the very least. Send it into extra innings because they're trying to stay away from a sweep.
Indeed, they can't afford for Baylor to extend their lead much more because they don't have a lot of outs to work with. Only 6 outs for the Red Raiders, and Baylor knows this. They have their best bats up now. Janusek sings on the ball. Seems like it got the end of the bat. Shortstop makes a good play. Tries to beat out the runner, but unfortunately, Brady Janusek will be out of there, and that will bring up Tice Armstrong. Started this whole rally for the Bears. Hit a home run to make it a 1-1 game. Straight liner out of the left field wall. See if he can do something pretty similar here. First pitch is looked at. It's going to be a strike in the middle. Armstrong just wants to get a feel of Johnny Lau. Hasn't seen him pitch yet, so just trying to pick up his pitch, pick up his windup a little bit, take advantage, but 0-1's the count.
If Armstrong gets a hold of one here, it could be very deflating, not just for Johnny Lau, but for the Texas Tech defense and the lineup.
Yeah, imagine what kind of pressure Armstrong has to deal with, though, where every time he steps up to the batter box, people feel like he's going to swing for the fences and hit a home run, and he does have 21 home runs on the year leading the Baylor team, but it must be a lot for him to think about as that pitch goes by. Tice Armstrong thought it was a ball, ends up being a strike, so it's 1-2 now, and he will have to protect.
Yeah, I guess you could say there's a little pressure there because of what everyone's thinking, but at the same time, I feel like the true fans, I mean, as he strikes out here, the true fans will kind of let it slide in anytime he has a bad at bat like that. No one's like, okay, like he had a bad AB, but the guy has 21 home runs and he can just turn it up whenever.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's part of his issue is his mindset is just so focused on trying to hit a home run. You know, you don't usually see Armstrong swinging for in the gap or swinging to try and get the ball down on the ground, and one of those swings was kind of like that. Found himself on his knee. Stay with us on the Baylor Lariat Radio. We will be back for the top of the 8th inning here soon.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Back on the Baylor Lariat Radio at Magnolia Field here at Baylor Ballpark. Your Baylor Bears are up 3-1 in this ball game, and the Red Raiders are running out of time. Only 6 outs to work with. Up to bat is going to be Connor Schaus with Ethan Calder still pitching. Pretty impressive outing from Calder today, only allowing 1 run on 7 hits. He's been confident. He's been in command of his pitches, and I don't see any reason for him to get out a little bit. That first pitch is swung on up the middle. Calder's a little disappointed after that. He looks back at the bench, and that was crushed by Connor Schaus, who had a pitching outing a little bit earlier in the game, but now is back hitting again.
The first baseman, number 10, Logan Hughes.
No movement so far from the Baylor bench. Seems like they're discussing Calder and how long they want to keep him in there. That was pitch 100 for him. So he looks over at first, delivers his next pitch. That ball is swung on high, deep, and gone. In the Brazos River, Logan Hughes crushed that ball, no doubter. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be Calder's day, because that game has just been tied for the Red Raiders. Didn't need to use all 6 outs. They took advantage right here in the bottom of the 8th, and I think the Baylor bench will be regretting not pulling Calder a little bit sooner, because that pitch was hung right over the middle.
Yeah, it has been the closest game so far between these two teams. The other two were pretty much blowouts. I mean, I know Tech only lost 10-9 their second game in this series, but they were down 10-2. So both teams fighting here. 3-3 game now. Logan Hughes with a home run. Hey, yeah, looks like that'll be Calder's day here.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, Calder has done an excellent job as he gets an ovation from the Baylor faithful. Had 101 pitches, only allowed 3 ones. Probably his best outing of the year, but going to the bullpen will be the Bears. And don't go anywhere with a tie ball game here on the Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Back on the Baylor Lariat Radio. Pitching change. First pitch is swung on straight into center field. That's Lincoln Garcia. He keeps the bats rolling for Texas Tech. Pitching now for the Bears is Braden Bergman, the freshman here at Baylor. See what he can do. Try and limit the damage and keep this a tie ball game for his teammates. That first at-bat, though, is not what he wanted to do, as that pitch was crushed into center field, dropped down for a single. Now up is Caden Ferraro for the Red Raiders. That pitch hits the plate almost. Wasn't even close to a strike. So two kind of bad pitches for Bergman as he tries to find his rhythm here. That next pitch is low, very low and inside. So 2-0 now. J.J. Kennett tells Bergman to just calm down, take a couple of deep breaths. It's a big situation for him to be in. Hasn't pitched too bad on the season. Has a 4.12 ERA and a 1-0 win-loss record as that ball is swung on way high, and it is just going foul. That ball was crushed. A little bit high. Caden Ferraro got around on it. Unfortunately, was just a little late, but if he timed that up, it could have been a home run and 5-3 ball game just like that. Instead, 2-1 is the count. Runner on first. Bergman sets, he fires. Pitch is swung on, and that one is going to get down the third baseline. So runner will move 90 feet to second base, and the Red Raiders will have runners on second and first for Matt Kinatarnar.
So this is definitely a spot where we talked about in the pregame that we want to see what happens when Baylor inevitably goes to their bullpen. As said, their starting pitching has been really good. Again, proved today with the excellence of
Ethan Calder.
Ethan Calder, thank you. Ethan Calder. I was thinking about Zach Wallace, who was pitched the second game yesterday. So the excellence of Ethan Calder today, but as soon as Zach Wallace went down yesterday and the pen came up in the second game, it seemed like Tech just had their bats ready to go. So this will be interesting to see how Bergman and the rest of the bullpen does as Quinton R. bunts.
Ball is thrown out there. Armstrong third to first. So we get the out of the inning, but now both runners move to scoring position. So Kinatarn does his job and gets the bunt down. Now up will be Jace Souza, the left fielder for the Red Raiders. Is a left-handed batter as well, so has a little bit of an advantage here for Bergman, the right-handed pitcher. Ball's delivered. That's in for a strike, so 0-1 now is the count with one out. That next pitch is swung on. Believed it was fouled off at the end of his bat. Indeed it was, so 0-2 is the count. Good pitch by Bergman. Kind of tripped up Jay Souza there, wasn't able to take advantage. So with runners on second and third, 0-2 and one out, pitch is delivered off speed and is outside to the top left of the catcher. Bergman gets the signal. He fires another off-speed pitch. That one was slow at 74 miles an hour. Unfortunately, couldn't get the batter to bite. And Souza works it to a 2-2 count now. Next pitch is fired on. Travis Sanders goes home. Great throw, and they got him out at home plate, so no run will score. Sanders, excellent force out at home, does his job. So 2 outs now, runners at the corners. Just an excellent piece of baseball and defense right there. Coleman Ryan has had himself a day today. He had a double in the second, a single in the 4th and has just played excellently as the 9-hole batter. As pitching coach for the Bears wants to talk to Bergman, and the whole team, whole infield will be in there. I think they just want to, you know, get their sets right. Runners on the corners with a 3-3 ball game and 2 outs. You just want to make sure you're throwing to the right bag. Pretty quick meeting from the pitching coach. Players will resume their positions, and Coleman Ryan will step into the batter box. The sophomore shortstop for the Red Raiders is in a big spot here. Could give them a lead with one swing of the bat with our leading run only 90 feet away. That first pitch is swung on, and it's going to be foul. So 1 strike now in the count. This next pitch is delivered. Great job from J.J. Kennett to get his body in front of that ball, because Bergman lost control. It was an off-speed. Fortunately, probably just slipped out of his hands a little bit because it wasn't even close to hitting the chalk. 1-1 is the count in a big spot for Bergman. Gets the signal and delivers. That ball is high. 2-1. You really don't want to load the bases with 2 outs because it feels like any hit would score 2 runs. This is the spot where you stop the bleeding and you let your batters 5, 6, and 7 do up for the Bears. Take advantage.
Yeah, Bergman's location is kind of everywhere. Not what you want to see. It could be a little frustrating to Mitch Thompson as some similar stuff happened yesterday. So see what happens here as the game progresses.
That pitch is swung on, and it's going to be fouled. 92-mile-per-hour fastball there. And luckily, Coleman Ryan was able to get his hands around and make contact with it. Live to fight another day. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Baylor fans are looking to get out of this inning here. Bergman gets the signal, winds, fires, pitches high and outside, and full count. 3-2 now with runners on the corners. Sure, Bergman is just thinking, I just need to get out of this inning. Just need to get out of this inning. He needs to take a couple deep breaths, trust in his pitch, and he'll be good.
He's trying to be way too perfect with his pitches, and it's just not working.
Pitch is delivered, runner on first goes. What a pitch. Gets him out. Bergman is hype. Looks back at his bench. He says, I got this, and lets his Baylor batters go to work. So ball game is tied 3-3 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Don't go anywhere as Baylor tries to complete the series sweep on the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Well, to set the scene for you, this game, we've seen everything. We've seen robbed home runs, we've seen home runs, and right now it's the bottom of the 8th, tied 3-3. Baylor Bears are up to bat. They really could not get anything going for much of the game. Struggled until they broke open in the bottom of the 6th thanks to a Tice Armstrong home run, and a 2-out rally started from Dylan Perez's double. Now 3-3. Baylor will look to continue its dominance. That pitch is swung under the shortstop. Great effort from the runner, but he's gonna be out. Hunter Snow almost got there. The Baylor fans can't believe it. That was close. Caught the inside of the bat. The pitcher, Johnny Lowe, on the mound kind of slipped. Wasn't able to get to the ball, but the shortstop, Coleman Ryan, was able to throw it over and still get out Hunter Snow. So that'll bring up J.J. Kennett, the catcher, who's 0 for 3 on the day, but doesn't matter if he could get a hit now for these Bears. Pitch is looked at, does a good job to check on it as that ball was very low, so it's going to be 1-0 in the count. Next pitch is looked at there, first strike, little high and little out there. Kennett didn't really see it as his pitch, but it's 1-1 nonetheless, and 1 out already in this inning. Pitch is way inside at Kenneth's letters, has to do a good job of backing off there. That'll certainly scare somebody off the plate. Good showing from the Baylor faithful this Sunday afternoon. It's been a great day of baseball, and that pitch is swung on. It's gonna find a gap through the second baseman, and Baylor will have a runner on first. Kennett gets his first hit of the day. He's hyped, looking at his Baylor bench, and the Baylor fans love it. Up to bat now, Dylan Perez, the guy who helped start that 2-out rally with a double earlier in the bottom of the 6th inning to follow up Tice Armstrong's home run. He will get another opportunity here. Freshman has delivered some big hits in his time. He had that double earlier ago. Also had a walk-off hit earlier this year, which helped lift his Baylor team for a win. First pitch is going to be a strike on that one, as it was very low, but Perez wasn't able to lay off. So I'll have to hunker down in the batter box and look for his pitch. Sets up for the pitch. Here it is, way high, way above the letters even, kind of at the neck level. And Perez never even lifted the bat off his shoulders. For a guy like Perez, he's been in big moments before, has shown that he's capable, and I'm sure would love another opportunity with a runner on first to continue this momentum. That pitch is swung on and crushed. It's going to get down in the left field corner. He rounds first, heads to second, pushes J.J. Kennett from first to third. Dylan Perez with 2 big doubles. This freshman is on fire right now.
Yeah, so that makes it man on second, man on third with only 1 out for Ty Johnson. All he has to do is hit in the outfield, and these guys have taken the lead.
Yeah, I mean, that pitch was probably 2 or 3 feet away from being foul, and luckily stayed fair in that left field line. Great piece of hitting from Dylan Perez. Manager for the Red Raiders are gonna wanna talk to his guy here, see if he goes to the bullpen. This is a big situation after Baylor held the Red Raiders scoreless after that 2-run outburst from them in the last inning. Seems like the whole infield is gonna chat here. Baylor will try and keep their momentum going. It's a big spot for Johnny Lau.
Mitch Thompson and company also strategizing what they want to do on the base paths. So just bring in one run, and you can bring in a closer in the 9th inning and hopefully have this over with. Get us out of here earlier than probably expected.
Number 23,
Ty Johnson, the center fielder, is up to bat now. One of the guys who had a hit early on in this game had a single in the 2nd inning, but unfortunately has not been able to do much since. He got hit by pitch in the 6th inning and was part of that 2-out rally scoring burst from the Bears. Will now try and do something for his team as that first pitch hits the dirt, and the catcher for the Red Raiders does a great job of getting in front of it to keep a run from scoring. But 1-0 now for Kennett at bat. Kennett sets, Lau fires, pitch is swung on, fouled off. Just a little dribbler back to the Red Raiders bench. So 1-1 is the count evened up. Ian Field is in. Play is going to be at home if there's a ground ball. That pitch is also swung on and missed. Number 23, Ty Johnson, goes down in the count 1-2 now. He can easily get the ball over these infielders' heads on a little blooper into the outfield. That would certainly score 1, possibly 2 runs, but he's just looking to make contact with this ball, see what he can do. That pitch tries to hold on it. Third base umpire says he did. I don't know about that one. Baylor fans may have gotten away with that. Will they?
They gonna challenge this? What's going on?
That's what I'm wondering. Doesn't seem like it. Looks like the umpire behind home plate was just getting his stuff in order. And we're back to baseball at 2-2 count. Johnson will have to protect the plate here as this pitch is away. Sees it, and it's low for a full count now. 3-2. Open base at first, so wouldn't be any damage to do a walk, and you would be going to the 9th batter, but with only 1 out on the box score, you wanna try and get the strikeout here. Lau fires, delivers, strikes him out. Ty Johnson, unfortunately, is a swing and a miss for the K, and that will bring up Cole Lanklos.
The third baseman, number 8, Cole Lanklos.
Cole Lanklos, the freshman, has been walked in the 2nd inning, flew out in the 5th, and hit by pitch in the 6th. So it says he's only 0 for 1, but he's been on the bases a couple times. He's in a big spot here. That first pitch takes a big hack at it and unfortunately misses. So he will be down in the count early at 0-1. If Lau can do his job and prevent Baylor from scoring, that would bring up 1-2-3 in the top of the 9th for the Red Raiders, which is a scary thought. That pitch is swung on. It's going to be a blooper to third base. He throws it over to first, and he got it. What a play from the third baseman, Lincoln Garcia. Chucks it over to the first baseman, Hughes, and the Red Raiders will be going to the top of the 9th inning with 1-2-3 in a tied ball game. Stay with us on the Baylor Lariat Radio. Don't go anywhere. We will be back after these short messages.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. Let me set the scene for you here. It's a 3-3 ball game heading into the top of the ninth between the Baylor Bears and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. The Red Raiders will have 1, 2, 3 due up as they look to take a lead here. Braden Bergman, who pitched in the 8th inning and was able to, unfortunately, he gave up 2 runs in the 8th, but then stopped the damage there. He's still pitching right now and will try and prevent any runs from the Red Raiders being scored as Kyler Thompson is first up to bat. The center fielder looks at the first pitch, which is a ball. Bergman fires on the second. That will be in there for a strike. So 1-1 is the count now. Bergman sets, he fires. Ball's a little low, little outside. Shows 2-1. It's a big spot for Bergman for sure. I mean, tie ball game in the top of the ninth, trying to complete the series sweep against a in-state rival. That pitch is swung on right up the middle, and Texas Tech is going to have an early runner here on first. Kyler Thompson does his job, gets on base, and will be on first for Tracer Lopez now.
Yeah, and that's going to guarantee Logan Hughes comes up to bat, the 4th batter in the lineup, cleanup hitter, who had that game-tying home run in the last inning. So,
unless we get a double play, that would be huge, because I'm sure Bergman does not want to face Hughes. Hughes is itching to get an at-bat. Batter shows bunt, takes back, so it's going to be ball 1 to start. Lopez sets in the batter box. Runner at first, Thompson takes a lead. He's going for to steal. Kennett with the throw. Unfortunately, just on the left side of the second base bag. And the winning run is in scoring position for the Red Raiders.
Not the winning run, the leading run.
Thank you, yes. I realized that just after I said it. Baylor will still have a chance no matter what. Lopez sees the pitch, he swings on it. That ball is going to go foul off the left field line, however. So 2-1, Bergman gets his first strike of the at-bat. Bergman in his second year at Baylor, but as a redshirt freshman. Batter shows bunt. That is taken it back quickly, so 3-1. Bergman's a guy who's getting his first action this season, and overall has pitched well. He has a 3.92 ERA, and there's a reason why he's pitching now in this spot. Manager Mitch Thompson trusts him. Batter shows bunt again, and Bergman misses his spot, so runner on first and second. 2 up and 2 on for the Red Raiders. That will bring up Connor Schaus, the designated hitter, sophomore. He pitched earlier in this game. His outing wasn't amazing. It wasn't terrible either. I was a little surprised that they brought a guy actively batting in the lineup out of the bullpen. But he did his job, and at the end of the day, it's a tie ball game, and he has a chance to be excellent as a hitter. And looks like manager Mitch Thompson is going towards the bullpen. He's walking towards the mound, and I think Bergman's day is indeed done. They'll bring their closer out. Don't go anywhere here on the Baylor Lariat Radio. We have an excellent one brewing here at Baylor Ballpark.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Here we are on the Baylor Lariat Radio. 3-3 is our ball game in the top of the ninth. Red Raiders have a runner on second, runner on first. Pitching change. Grayson Murray is up to pitch now. He was one of the aces last year for the Baylor Bears. Truly was their closer, and now is brought in a big spot here, trying to strand these runners for the Red Raiders. First pitch is delivered in there for a strike. Has a little bit of a funky windup, which will probably be hard for the Red Raider hitters to pick up. It's Connor Schaus up to bat, and 0-1 is our count. First and third are at the grass, trying to prevent anything. Batter shows bunt again, trying to move these runners to second and third. Unfortunately goes foul, so 0-2 now. We'll see if Schaus tries to bunt again or if he's swinging away. Grayson Murray gets a signal, looks off the runner at second, delivers the pitch. That pitch is swung on, but goes straight foul. Schaus does a good job of getting down there to stay alive and prevent an out so far.
Trying to get out of this inning as soon as possible with no damage.
Indeed, no outs yet.
Difficult.
No outs yet for the Bears. Murray delivers that pitch is way outside. Didn't really have much of a chance there. And he will look to get a strikeout, get an out, get a double play, something that prevents these Red Raiders runner from scoring. Looks off Thompson at second. That pitch is up the middle. It's going to score a run for the Raiders. Runner from second advances all the way to home, and they get up 4-3 now off that RBI hit from Connor Schaus right up the middle. Pretty similar to Thompson's hit that got him on base in the first part of this inning. Just hit it right back at the pitcher, as you're taught to do. Baylor has two runners on that they're facing and no outs. They're in a tough position right now. Just changed pitchers. Grayson Murray throws that first pitch outside. Needs something to go their way if you're a Bears fan. Fans are excited. They're still behind their Baylor Bears. That pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. They would love to see a win and a series sweep on this Sunday afternoon. Logan Hughes sets up. That pitch is swung on. He's just under it, though, so it will be a foul ball. Out. Unfortunately, catches the back of a fan, but he will get a souvenir. Hughes was the guy who tied up this ball game at 3-3 with a 2-run shot over the right field wall. Ball could have easily ended up in the Brazos. It was crushed. Grayson Murray delivers. That pitch is also swung on, but goes foul, and Hughes lives to fight another day. Murray gets the signal from his guy, sets and fires. That pitch is in there for a strike. He strikes out one of the best batters of these Red Raider team, Hughes. So now it's 1 out with runner on second and first, and Lincoln Garcia is up to bat. Garcia had a strikeout in the first inning, flew out in the third, had a ground out in the fifth, and then had a single in the 8th as part of that 2-run burst from the Red Raiders. He'll look to be doing something similar, try and drive his teammates home or advance them 90 feet. First pitch is, however, in there for a strike, and Grayson Murray delivers a second, which is fouled off for strike 2. Looks like I'm getting sniped from my boss, but that's strike 3 on that outer half. Umpire gave Murray a favorable call. Hi-ya, says the umpire. 2 outs now with runners on second and third. Only 1 run so far in the inning, and the Baylor Bears are trying to limit the damage. Grayson Murray gets the signal. He fires. Pitch is swung on. That's going to be to the left fielder. Can he make a play on it? No, it's going to fall down in the gap. 1 run scores. 2 runs will score. An extra base hit from Caden Ferraro. Texas Tech just blew this ball game wide open. 6-3, and the Baylor fans are absolutely stunned. They cannot believe it. Over there in left field, Dylan Perez. He's been a hero at the batter's box today with 2 doubles on his card, but unfortunately, great piece of hitting from Ferraro. Drops down in the gap for a double. Base is cleared. 6-3 is your score. That pitch is swung on and fouled. And unfortunately, you bring in your guy, Grayson Murray, who has had a little bit of an inconsistent season, certainly not as dominant as last year, has been picked up a little bit by his opponents, and not his best outing for sure. I'm sure he's thinking to himself, just disappointed. But he still is 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Make sure Texas Tech doesn't get another run, so has to relock back in here, as that pitch is a ball outside. So 1-1. Murray sets, Murray fires, that pitch is swung on, hit hard in the left field gap. Will it go? Indeed, it is gone. And just like that, Ferrero hits a home run. Texas Tech is up 8-3, 15 hits on the game. Excuse me, that was the catcher, Matt Kinatanar, and Texas Tech is up 7-3, 8-3.
Quintanar finally gets his home run that was stolen back from Janusek way back when in this game. So Grayson Murray's day is done. 5 spot here in the 9th inning by Tech. It's basically all but over unless this Baylor lineup can hit. But before then,
yeah, I mean, Baylor's going to have 1, 2, 3 due up, so they certainly have a chance, but they need to get out of this inning first as Baylor fans start heading for the door. Stay with us on the Baylor Lariat Radio. Who knows what can happen? We will be back after this commercial break.
Hey Bears, are you always the last to know about what's happening at Baylor? Are you left quiet in a group when talking about last week's game? Well, you haven't gotten your morning buzz yet. Did you know you can get your dose of current Baylor news every Tuesday through Friday straight to your inbox? The Baylor Lariat Morning Buzz e-newsletter provides you with breaking Baylor stories, local events, and in-depth sports coverage daily. You can be in the know on all things Baylor. If you aren't already buzzing, go to BaylorLariat.com. That's BaylorLariat.com and click the subscribe now to get your morning buzz from the Baylor Lariat. News for the students, by the students. We'll see you in your inbox.
Well, on the Baylor Lariat Radio, unfortunately, this 9th inning has not gone the Bears' way. It's 8-3 after starting the inning. 3-3, the Red Raiders, their top of the order has completely taken advantage. First, it was Bergman, who gave up a couple runs. Then it was Grayson Murray brought in to try and finish the job, but he inherited a difficult situation with 2 runners on, and his last pitch, he let up a home run. So it's a new pitcher now, RJ Ruiz, number 89 for the Bears. Only needs 1 out to get out of this nightmarish inning for the Bears, and hopefully try and figure something out with 1, 2, and 3 due up for them. But it's going to be a tall task.
It just needs 1 out to get to the bottom.
That pitch is swung on. It's not going to be an out there. Another hit for the Red Raiders brings their total up to 16 for the day. They have absolutely dominated at the plate, especially after the starting pitcher, Ethan Calder, went out. Pitched 100 pitches, 101, excuse me. And then as soon as he went out, kind of like you said, Iker, the bullpen just has struggled to support him. Ruiz looks over at first. He fires. That pitch is inside and low for a ball. It does not seem like the nightmare will end. Ruiz sets, looks over at first again. He fires. That pitch is swung on, hit hard. Center fielder will be able to get under that. That's Ty Johnson heading into the bottom of the ninth. 1, 2, 3 due up for the Bears. They have their work cut out for them, but don't go anywhere. We're on the Baylor Lariat Radio.
Hey there, Bears. Are you living your best life this year at Baylor? Well, we've got great news. The Baylor Roundup Yearbook has been right there with you, capturing those memories at every event. So don't forget to buy your 2022-23 Baylor Roundup Yearbook today and share your memories with friends and family for generations to come. But wait, did you already graduate? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We have yearbooks dating all the way back to 1896. So visit our website today at www.baylor.edu/roundup and order your copy. That's www.baylor.edu/ROUNDUP. Have a great year, Bears, and sick 'em.
Bottom in the ninth, Baylor needs a miracle. Down 5 runs. They might have it, though, with 1, 2, and 3 due up. Travis Sanders, Pearson Reebok, Brady Janusek, all respectively guys who have hit well in this game. Travis Sanders already has 2 RBIs on the day. Has been a big reason why Baylor has those 3-1s and will look to continue his abilities at the plate as he looks at ball 1 go by. Iker, what needs to happen for this team to try and get something going? What do you expect from Sanders specifically?
They just need to get on base. They need to hit balls. This offense has went from being respectfully good to being pretty atrocious quickly.
I agree. It was pretty bad in the first. 6th inning, their only runs scored that inning, and it's gone back to being pretty rough, and their pitching finally gave way, allowing 8 runs now total. Sanders just needs to start something, get on base, cannot afford an out. That pitch is inside. Good eye on that one. 2-1 is our count. Sanders sets. Can't get it all back with 1 swing of the bat, but he tries to. That was a big swing. Fouled off, and 2-2 now. Even count at 2-2. Sanders sets. Ball is swung on, kind of chops at it, and it's a direct line drive to the center fielder. Not what you wanted to see, especially because that ball was hit well, but hit a little bit too well. Right back out there. Center fielder is Kyler Thompson for the Red Raiders. So that'll bring up Pearson Reebok. Try and do something. And looks like the umpires are talking about something.
Well, when Sanders was running down the first base line, as soon as he was caught, he turned to the Raiders' dugout and made some kind of hand signal. I'm not sure if he like flipped them off or said something, but kind of riled up the Texas Tech bench, and
he was talking to them.
The skipper went out there and talked to the umpire.
Yeah, he was talking to them when he went back from first too. Certainly not the place to talk. I understand you have the series already won, but you're down 8-3 in your home ballpark, and you just flew out. So I don't really know what he could be talking about there.
Lengthy discussion here.
Yeah, I don't know what the punishment would be. Are they going to kick him out of the ball game? I mean, umpires have got to know the situation. Ejecting somebody at this point wouldn't really mean too much for anybody. Seems like they've come to a decision. Mitch Thompson wants to know what they were chatting about. Second base umpire Billy Rappaport is gonna tell him. We don't know. Maybe we'll find out though. I would assume Rappaport's just kind of telling Thompson, hey, your guy was talking a little bit. Make sure he stays quiet next time he does that. It's gonna be
I don't know. But it really riled up the Raiders bench, so we'll see what happens.
Well, doesn't seem like anything will come out of it. Also, by the way, a new pitcher for the Red Raiders. It's Logan Addison, who got Sanders out at that first at-bat. That pitching 6.38 ERA on the year. Just needs to support a 5-run lead, which is pretty good job from his bats. Umpire now talking to the Red Raider manager. This has been a lengthy discussion in a ball game that is close to over.
Yeah, I don't really know what much you need to say here. Raiders up 5 runs, 1 out. Let's just play ball.
Play ball is the best thing you could probably say right now.
He's jawing.
He's still going.
2 warnings were given out.
Yep. 2 warnings issued to both benches at this point in the game. I don't think it's going to do much, but something was clearly said that the other side did not like, and we're finally back to baseball after that lengthy discussion. And it's Pearson Reebok who had a single in the 5th, but other than that, struck out twice and flew out in the 3rd, his 5th at-bat of this game. Sets up to see the pitch from Addison. Addison winds and delivers outside for Reebok, so 1-0 is our count. Reebok set to see a second pitch, also outside, 2-0. If you're going to get anything going, you would like to have some runners on for your guy, Tice Armstrong, who seems to be the best bat in this lineup. Was part of the reason Baylor break out of their scoreless streak and scored 3 runs in the 6th with his home run. Since then, has been pretty quiet, and it's 3-0. 3-0 count, down 5. Probably going to get a strike. It'd be interesting to see if the third base coach wants his guys swinging here. He looks at that ball high. 4-pitch walk for Pearson Reebok. Runner on first. Bringing up Brady Janusek, the freshman. Fortunately, has been 0 for 4 today, but has been a defensive weapon for these Bears. Saved a home run earlier in the game. and unfortunately just has not been able to get his bat going. Janusek with a runner on first, sets. Sees the first pitch go by for a strike. Wants to pick up on the pitcher's kind of wind up, but makes the count 0-1. Next pitch is delivered on by Addison, swung on by Janusek to the third baseman. He goes 2, they go 1. Janusek beats out the throw, so it will just be 2 outs, and Tice Armstrong won't get a chance to hit with a runner on first. But for the Red Raiders, that's exactly what they wanted to do. They got the lead runner out. They're 1 out away from avoiding the sweep, and Armstrong will try and do something for his teammates and these Bear fans. Armstrong sets. First pitch he looks at is low, doesn't swing on it. Some of the young Baylor faithful here still believe in their team and are looking for something to happen here. As the second pitch is delivered, big swing by Armstrong. That ball was up a little bit. Tried to take it away and instead fouled it off, getting under it. 1-1 now. One and one with a runner on first for Armstrong. Up at bat. Addison sets, winds, fires, swung on from Armstrong. That goes straight to the center fielder. He's under it, makes the catch. The Red Raiders win this ball game 8-3 after a 5-run ninth inning. Baylor unfortunately goes scoreless in the bottom of the ninth, not able to respond. Leaves the series at 2-1. Baylor does win this series heading into the final week of this baseball season, but really a game of inconsistencies, a game of great pitching and terrible pitching, a great game of great hitting and terrible hitting. Iker, what did you see out there?
Both teams were battling for most of this game. I mean, it was pretty cat and mouse. Really back and forth for a while there. It was like both teams, you know, hitting well, pitching decently well and everything, and it just never amounted to anything until the end of the game there when Baylor really put up 3 runs during the 6th inning, their only runs of the game, and then the last 2 innings, Tech responds is 2 and then 5, and then ends it with 8-3. So I think Baylor had a really good series up until about that 7th inning in this game. They were really perfect, I'd say, and dominated Tech. But Tech responds here in the last game. Bats get hot there towards the end again, and pitching did just enough for them to win the game today.
Yeah, I think both teams kind of walk out of this series a little disappointed. You know, Tech tries to get their heads high. You know, they came out, they won the final game, but at the end of the day, they lost the series. And for Baylor, they really had a chance to sweep one of their in-state rivals and weren't able to get it done, but they still won the series, which is important in both takeaways that these teams can have. The next game for the Bears will be against Texas State in San Marcos, Texas on Tuesday. And then they will have their final series of the year against USF and Florida. From the Baylor Lariat Radio, I'm Owen, he's Iker. Thank you for listening to us today, and thank you for being a part of our broadcast. We will see you next time on the Baylor Lariat Radio. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen.
Sitting at 2%.
Yeah, the wrap-up was a good call.